Anybody here?
I'm here.
You guys want to do a show or what?
Radio.
I start the fucking intro. Both you guys are just sitting there looking down at your phones and
I had to read
on.
my computer. You know how it does that thing where it doesn't like to stay on?
Oh, yeah.
I had to redo the fucking password, and I'm too stupid to remember it.
You know
so
how you do that thing
where
where you don't like to talk on the show at the beginning for some reason?
I'm usually the first one to say, "What's up, bitches?" or something like that.
I usually wait
Yeah.
for you.
You're always the first
So you were
one.
waiting for me, is what it is. You're
Yeah.
dependent
like-
on me.
Well, yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I was like,
Really?
well, Trix isn't talking. The show must not have started
I
yet.
must have not. Okay.
I guess we'll have to re-examine our system.
I'll make up for it.
Good evening. Good evening. Let's see here.
Good evening.
There we go. Welcome to the Sunday, the Thursday evening overdose.
Fucked up pretty bad right there.
February 26th, 2015. Welcome to the show. We are very glad to have you. Very happy to be here. This is our unplanned Thursday show where anything and everything might take place. We go at it completely off the cuff here. Thank you.
Off the cuff.
So,
You mean off the hook?
no, I don't have that.
No, we don't have the sample, so we can't do that. But I did want to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
The mail, I know I want to talk about.
Hey, the U.S. mail.
Second-
Now that's some mail.
I want to at least talk about the guy who got, I don't care when the video happened. I saw a video, a guy gets gored through, it's on YouTube, through the bottom of his fucking neck, and it comes out of his mouth, and he's on his knees at this point, and it lifts him off the ground and throws him with the bullhorn.
A bullfighter.
A luchador. No, that's a wrestler. Yeah, a matador?
Matador.
Matador.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
A conquistador.
But that's good too. But the mail, that, and if we have time, we'll talk about wars of past times.
All right. So the bull threw him by his
He's like
jawbone?
Yeah, he lost his balance.
Andrea, will you find this video?
He lost his
I gotta
fucking
see
balance,
this.
right? So he's fighting him just standard Mexican, stabbing him in the spine with those things that hang out.
Standard Mexican thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you go, I heard a lot of people, I know people that went to fucking Mexican rodeos, and at the end of the show, they fucking kill the bull anyway.
Hey.
Like, they're like horrible people. those
I've
Mexicans.
known a lot of Mexicans. They are quick to stab any species.
Any species.
Yeah.
No,
They're
but
not-
for real, they literally, at the end of the fucking show, like, just kill the bulls anyway. They're like, no
Is
matter
he-
what happens.
Dressed in purple?
Well, he better be.
That's his name, Treston Purple.
No.
Just type in bull stabbed gored mouth.
I typed in matador gored through face, and this is what I got.
This guy. Okay, I'll explain the video. Keep looking for it. Type in mouth.
Well, I don't-
Okay, so he loses his balance, right? He falls fucking down.
See, no preparation should be done, like maybe sending the video to us ahead of time or something.
No, I didn't even
Yeah,
think
or
about
even
this till
giving
right
That
now.
would make the show lame, though, right?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So
A description of what this guy
let
looks
me describe it.
Yeah.
I can find it if this fucking computer worked. But anyway, so he loses his balance, falls on like his knees, like he's sitting on his feet, sorta, like halfway standing up. The bull fucking stabs through the bottom of his fucking neck. No, I found it yesterday on YouTube to show somebody else, like really easily. I was just like, YouTube bull neck mouth hurts, gored. Anyway, let me finish the description. Then he here, you guys talk about bulls for a second while I find this video.
I don't really fucking give a shit about bulls.
I think that the bull should always gore the matador. I don't think bullfighting is a...
You like seeing the matador go down.
Yeah, because I don't think that they should be doing that to the bulls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what a bull would do to you?
Yeah, it would gore you through the fucking face.
Yeah.
How hard was
and
that?
that's fine.
How hard was this video to find? Honestly.
You know
Look what I typed in.
You know what you're looking for.
What did I type?
But you know what you're looking
What did he-
for.
what did I type in?
He typed bull stabbed mouth.
That's
Boom.
not a natural search term.
No.
the
And
video.
which one is it?
It's either one of the any of those. Look
These-
at you don't
these
see
are
the
all the
picture
same?
of that horn coming out of that guy's
No,
mouth.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, So that's the one. You see it?
Well, you're not looking.
So he's fucking. Your mouse is underneath there, but no. So it stabs him through the bottom of his fucking neck, and you see the horn come out of his mouth.
Post this on our
before
page
it lifts
right
his
now.
fucking body up. It's the most gruesome thing I've ever seen in my
Go
life.
find the Sunday Evening Overdose on Facebook to find that. I should announce now 630-599-RUBS. That's RUBS 630-599-RUBS if you want to call the show tonight. Oh, shit. You know what? It's our first show since our attack, you know?
Oh.
And
Do we have any voicemails?
I don't know. I can't get them. I gave up on trying to get the voicemails a long time ago. I think we get voicemails.
There's voicemails?
I think so, but
I
I
didn't
don't
know that program did that.
I can't hear them on Skype for some reason.
Are you watching that? Did you
No,
watch
I'm
that?
just posting
So let's
it.
talk about the attack from Sunday. We got attacked by 8chan. Speaking of phone calls, 630-599-RUBS if you want to call in. We did get harassed via these phone lines by some fucking assholes. Some idiots. They were pretty funny, but I mean,
Yeah, and we're still not even sure about
did you
their
post
intentions.
this on? Did you post the Matador
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I posted it. I also sent it to you.
Let's take a look at it. Anyways, let's talk about the 8chan attack. So 8chan, let's explain what that is for people. I've noticed most people don't know what it is. It's a spin-off of 4chan, and most people do know what 4chan is, right?
Yeah.
So
I kind of don't.
all right, explain
It's just
this,
like
Trix.
It's a message. Reddit. You know what Reddit is?
It's a massive.
It's like a
message
forum.
board.
Yeah,
But it's like
it's just
there's
massive,
like a
never-ending
million
threads.
subjects.
Like yeah,
Okay.
Like millions and millions of fucking pictures and threads and whatever porn, whatever the fuck you want.
it's
is on
pretty
there.
much the end-all,
Okay.
be-all of like uncensored file sharing and shit
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
and,
you've
like,
talked about this before.
Yeah.
Right?
Or would you call it file sharing? I don't even know if that's
No,
the
it's
right
not.
term. No, it's like
a message board. It's a
yeah,
message board.
but you
Ah! Look at that giant spider! Oh my god!
where?
It just dropped down like
landed on that
it
thing.
dropped down like look at it's dropping down again like a
Are you guys seriously afraid of a 1-inch fucking? You guys, do you know the size of spiders I've seen in this fucking place?
In the
You
middle
guys
of
are
winter?
You guys are screaming. I've seen spiders attack friends of mine that were the size of my hand in this house.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Bullshit. What'd you do
I
with it?
swear to
Did you
God,
catch
I
it?
stomped the fuck out of it before I got to him.
Oh,
I
dude,
had
did it like squish all out like yellow goo?
Oh, it's like it's like the
Oh,
wolf spiders in
gross.
Florida. That's what I get here. You guys scared the shit out of me. I thought there was something serious behind me.
That was pretty scary.
Yeah, no, that's nothing.
Well, you know I don't like spiders.
They just
No, it was.
hang
It
on,
wasn't.
they just freaked out about one of those tiny little yellow.
It wasn't tiny. It was like an inch long.
And it wasn't yellow either.
Yeah,
You didn't
and
get
it
a good
wasn't
look
a
at
yellow
it.
little yellow spider.
It was the way it was fucking. It was the creepiness of the drop down. You turn
That's
around
what I
after
hate
it had
about 'em.
landed.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, about
God,
8chan.
fucking
Just to
drop.
go back to
8chan.
that
So
thing.
it's I guess from what I was explained by one of our listeners, Dan. He says that the moderator of 4chan was fired.
One of the guys from 8chan said he was a cocksucking Jew.
So he created
Jew fuck.
8chan
What do
or
you call him? A
something.
Jew cock? Or
A
something?
Jew cock? Yeah,
Jew
yeah,
cock?
right. So they were talking about on the show then, right?
Yeah, he's like, we have proof he's a Jew cock. All right,
I don't know.
I believe you.
But if you go on 8chan, because I fucking bet on 4chan and 8chan, if you go on fucking 8chan, there's like barely nobody posting anything. It gets boring after like 5 seconds. On 4chan, you can reload the page every second, and there'll be like 100 new fucking
all right,
threads.
so that's 8chan and 4chan, whatever. The people on somebody posted a link to our show on 8chan on Sunday,
And it said gay radio show going on, requesting calls.
yeah, gay radio show requesting calls, and we
you think
ended
that
up
was a legitimate gay? I never even considered that.
like they were trying to
trying to
say that we were like an out radio
Yeah,
show,
right.
like gay radio show.
Yeah.
I don't know, but how would you describe the attack? It was basically a few like basement dwelling like kids, it seemed like, and then one guy that really wasn't that bad, although I think he was like some kind of Nazi or white nationalist or something who was talking about
You're talking about white
genocide. Yeah, I mean whatever. He seemed okay though. I don't know.
And then, I think the phone call from the Spokane Emergency Services was legit.
that was the highlight.
I think that was legit.
That was the highlight. All right, so we get a phone call from Spokane, Washington, and the guy says, I mean, do you think that was somebody trying to swat us? I think somebody was trying to swat us, and they used our Skype number, and for some reason, they think that we're in Spokane, Washington. So they called that police department, and then they called the show, and said,
Yeah, except they called the non-emergency of that police department.
Yeah,
remember that guy?
fucking pussy.
It wasn't like a return call from
What
911,
a
which we would
pussy.
have gotten if they had called 911. It was from their. He even said this is the non-emergency part of the Spokane Police Department.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't. They were like trying to.
It was fun, but
They
we
were,
were
like,
already
trying
like
to bum us
wasted
out,
by that
but-
time.
Well, I wasn't.
You don't get wasted.
Yeah.
That's why you're here. So you
But
can
it's-
explain
but
to
if
the
they
cops
had
if they
made-
did show. If we did
Yeah.
get swatted, we'd be like, go out
Yeah.
there and tell them.
You're also
Go out
here.
there
So
and tell 'em
you're
what's
also
going on.
you're also here so you can catch us up on what we talked about last week because we don't fucking remember half of it. We honestly don't
Yeah.
remember half the shit we talk about. Like,
That's true.
No,
Um,
he's wrong. He's barking up the fucking wrong tree.
I just want to say.
I'm trying to find our thing for last week. Go ahead.
That
Sorry.
was last week's.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was if they had called 911 for spoofing our number and called 911 and then got caught as a fake.
Oh, that's like
then
a big deal,
That
right?
would have been a big deal. But if they called the non-emergency and got caught as a fake,
Cunt
it would
boy,
have been a much
sing
less.
us the national anthem, Dan. No, this
Damn
isn't it.
Sorry.
I think you're way
There's stuff on the
past
fly.
it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's somewhere in there. Oh my god.
So anyway, so
The whole fucking my whole right side of my nose and ear is clogged for
The
some
rest of
fucking
the show
reason
is
when I
pretty
woke
much
up
out the
today.
window, huh?
Ever happen to you?
Oh yeah,
It's like that all day long.
yeah,
and then
absolutely.
and then
But
like
I'm sickly. I get sick a lot.
you get sick a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Alright. But no. Then you're just driving and you like turn your head a certain way and then it's like completely clear and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah.
What? How did I?
I'm gonna
what-
play. I'm gonna play for everybody how the 8chan thing started before we had any idea what was going on last week.
Yeah, hold on a second. Who's this calling?
Who just called in? Hello.
Hi, yeah. I'm trying to figure out where you guys are broadcasting from. Is it a house or is it a...
It's a. It's actually.
It's
It's a theoretical.
studio.
Hang on. No, it's a theoretical station on the moon in the future.
Actually, we're in a hexagonal room, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, we are.
We
It's
are
got
in a-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're in an octagon room.
Sir.
7. I don't know, pentagon or something.
We are in an octagonal room.
Yes.
We are broadcasting into the future eternally. And who are you and where are you from?
Okay, well, I'm from the internet, and my name's John Doe. I'd like to know how much is it for an hour for each of one of you guys to suck my dick throughout that hour?
I will.
All right, so that was last week. This is how the whole thing started, and that went on to become about an hour and a half of people off and on just harassing us
Intermittently
with
just
weird
calling.
fucking shit that they wanted to harass
I think
us
the
with.
one guy about the white genocide was like actually serious.
He was serious. Because after a while, some of them started digging the show because
Yeah, they're
they
like, well, these guys are.
they saw that we weren't fucking because people were calling up. They were like, the one guy calls up. I just want to say that I hate niggers, and we're like, dude, what do you think you're gonna freak us
I
out?
think I
Like,
immediately said, so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
well, everything anybody said, we just tried to one up them. We're just like, they're like, oh, you guys are pedophiles. We're like, well, I'm not gonna say we're fucking not. That shit's pretty fun, isn't it? Like,
Can we?
we
should tell
um,
the story about the at the break. Like the reason we didn't go harder on the guest for that is because we didn't.
That's true. All right, so
Okay,
this
at
guy.
the break,
hold
we-
on. Let's play what happens next. Then we'll explain a
Yeah,
little
okay.
what was going on here.
If you listen to episode 12, I'll tell you exactly how much it cost for you
That's
for me
true.
to S your D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
already
guarantee
We
no.
covered
I
this.
think we already went over
We already
this,
went over
yeah.
this. I think
I think the number was like
when he brought
3,000.
when you
I would
brought
just
when
like
you
to
brought
say
me
that
down.
I'm
I
under
think
18 years old, and I want you to suck my dick.
I brought it. Well, as long as you're 18, and I think we brought it down to like 800. I think
Yeah.
I said
I'm under 18. I'm underage.
Oh no!
you're
If you're
underage.
underage, I can't ask nobody's D for
It's gonna be.
underage.
It's gonna be a lot of money.
It's gonna be a
I'm
lot.
pretty sure you weren't underage. I read online that you're a pedophile. I caught you in a chat room once.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So he starts accusing one of us of being a pedophile, and at this point we didn't know how to handle it because each of us weren't sure if the other one was a pedophile or not. So some of these people on 8chan are pretty brilliant hackers, I would think.
I feel like
and so I mean we were kind of like we got to get out of this situation because I would ask more questions, but I don't want to find out if it's true about you. And then
Yeah, right.
This is what we talked about in break.
In the
afterwards.
first break, I was
We
like,
both
"It's
were
not
thinking-
you, is it?"
Right, we were both thinking the
reason
same
I didn't,
thing, like-
the reason I think it was something along the lines of the reason we weren't like fuck you, like we weren't more hardcore is because we weren't sure the other one wasn't. We had to
yeah,
check with
like
each
he
other
might have been
first.
telling the truth.
Right, and we just
Yeah.
tried to like play it off for the other one because we're such good pals.
Okay, I feel like
And I know that
really...
he would save me from going to jail for pedophilia, and I'd do the same for him.
Right. I feel like this kid never really made it clear who he was talking about, though. Did he?
No, he didn't.
He said the one guy sitting across from the girl,
Well,
but there was two girls.
He was it's one of these little fucking faggots that calls around to live shows and tries to get something, tries to amuse himself by like saying something quote unquote shocking, but he called a show that like that's all we fucking do here is just try to be total unbelievable assholes a lot of the time. Oh, and then we'll do our intelligent thing, but we are known, for being complete off the wall pricks too, So
well, when he called, what were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about with Box about
universe.
Box talking about electrons and shit.
Yeah, quantum physics.
So he thought he was calling some like little science show or something, and like some like which would have been a very poorly done science show if we were a science show. Like a lot of smoking weed and saying we don't understand things.
Yeah,
but
this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but so
I'm working on that, by the way.
They think they're calling up a show, and it's one of these little fucking pieces of shit that just call, and they were so uncreative. It was you're pedophiles, and then the next, I hate niggers, and then and
pedophiles,
it's just like,
niggers, all the words that like.
It's
most
just
people would be like, "Oh my god, get off my show."
We're just like, come on, stay on, say it again. We're
let's
fine
talk
with
this.
that. Yeah, let's explore this a little further. But yeah, I mean, they gave up pretty quick. Whatever.
Well, and let's not forget anybody who's on Ustream right now can take a look at our social stream from Sunday.
Oh yeah,
and see what it appears to just be two people who were working
they were great.
together on this. Do you remember their names?
Yeah, you wanted to see if I remember them?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the
Fuck
bottom of a
shit nigger
helium
dick.
balloon.
Close.
Fuck nigger shit dick.
Yep.
Okay. And hold on.
That's
and nigger stank 420.
Oh yeah. That was the names.
Those are burned into the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And, that was one. I never laughed harder on the show ever than when you were reading those fucking comments and announcing their names.
I really want to find. Before the show's over, I'm gonna find the clip for everybody of me talking to that cop because that was fucking hilarious.
It wasn't bad. Did you find the video of that bull?
Yeah,
stabbing
I got
that guy. Did you
All right,
see
you guys
it
want
yet?
to check out the bull video?
Yeah. But you should, if you want to find that, yeah, we should. But oh my god, I can't even. Oh my, so gruesome. It's not that bad.
Yeah, just watch it.
Just remember,
we're checking out this bullfight video.
Wait, you'll know when it's coming.
So we've got a matador. He's got a fancy outfit. Isn't his outfit nice? Look at this queer. He's got big shoulder pads, sequins and things going on. He is a fucking piece of garbage. Look at this guy. And they. He falls down, and the bull's goring him. Oh my god, he got him right in the fucking
No. You don't see it there. They're going to give you another angle, and you'll see it.
No, I saw it.
No. Wait for the next angle. Trust me.
His mouth is already filling with blood.
Next angle.
All right, the bull just gets him right under the chin, straight up into the fucking head.
Good for that.
They play in slow motion, a different angle. Watch. This is fucking insane. Look, he looks like the Joker.
Oh, he's running now.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I just got fucked up.
He knows he's dying.
Something's bad here.
Watch.
Is he dying? Did he die?
I don't know if he died or not. I just saw this.
He looks like he's dying.
Wait for the next clip, and it's gonna you're gonna be like, oh my god.
This is like when hockey players get their fucking throat slit. You ever seen that happen?
Oh, you don't have the other slow-mo clip from the other angle. Here it goes.
Yeah,
here it
goes.
Watch what happens.
Oh!
Wait. Out his mouth.
Oh my god!
Did you see that?
Holy shit.
Did you fucking see that shit?
Oh my god. That might be the worst thing I've ever seen.
Look, here it is again from a different angle.
Oh,
you can
straight
see
under his chin.
You can see the fucking horn come out of his mouth before his body lifts up.
Straight under his chin.
Could you imagine that?
Horn goes out his mouth, lifts his whole fucking body off the ground like that.
I bet that guy will never go fishing again.
Hated that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've carried a dead body like that, but you don't do it to someone when they're fucking alive.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Jesus. God damn.
God,
Isn't that
I
the
did not
worst,
like
dude?
that. I was rooting for the bull, and I didn't like that. That was horrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That well, all right. Here's the deal. Even matadors don't do that to bulls. All right, they might stab them in the back a little. What are they? 6-inch daggers? All right, a bull. First of all, a bull has like 4.5-inch thick skin. So That's first. A bull a bull is like 3 layers of like eraser material, like eraser rubber, as skin. I mean, it's not hurting it really. And I've never seen a matador do anything that violent to a bull. That's for fucking sure.
Well, they stab the shit out of it with big giant spears before they enter the ring.
Right, I get that, but not under the chin.
And like I told you,
No.
there's like a grand finale of rodeos in Mexico where they do kill the bull, guaranteed it's down at the end.
They slit its throat.
Shit like that.
All
So,
these
I
bulls
mean,
die.
yeah.
Every single bull
I
that's ever
told you
been in a
that.
bullfight dies.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tell me that. I know that.
Or the matador, I mean.
I don't know.
He's gonna die. I'm glad he ripped that motherfucker's jaw off.
Yeah.
I guess he deserves
Imagine how
it.
his
I mean, that
accent
was
sounds.
a terrible thing to watch, but I was rooting for the bulls. So.
I guess he deserves it. Let's watch
This
this in
is
slow
something out of
motion
a
one more
fucking
time.
Look
There it goes.
It's
Under the
something
chin,
out of a
out the
cartoon.
mouth. Oh my lord. Oh no. His feet came off the ground. Yep, he's off. Holy fucking Christ.
Could you imagine that coming up through your chin, out of your
God
mouth, and ripping
damn.
your body into the air by a fucking monster?
No, I can't. I cannot.
His reaction afterwards, it doesn't. After when he's walking to the sidelines, it doesn't look like it doesn't
in
look
shock.
like that happened to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so why bullfighting? What kind of person decides this is what I'm going to do? There's no other way that I can get like acclaim, this is my talent.
I think it's simply supply and demand.
Taunting a large animal
Some guy had a
and
fucking
narrowly escaping attack. That's what I think I can do as a performance. What is
How do you
do
think
it
it started
perfectly
though? It
every
had to start with
time.
some guy like he had some bowls and like he would go outside and throw his rugs over the thing to dry them off, and they would just run into the red ones, and he'd be like, those fucking
cha-ching.
weirdos, and they went into the town square, started fucking making his bulls run around,
No, what it is, it's a feat of strength, test of bravery, courage kind of thing. It's a
Well,
rite
then
of
put a fucking
passage
lion
for
in
young
there.
men. But,
I mean,
well, they've probably done that
this animal's
somewhere.
so retarded that it can't not run at this color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy. Oh, you're so brave. Put a fucking giraffe in there. Watch it stomp you to death.
Right, yeah. Why
Put
don't
a
you fight a
ferocious
giraffe?
animal. Besides that, we were talking about horse racing. I'm sorry for changing the subject. I was talking about horse racing this week, right? And I was like, I would like to go to a fucking dog race. I guess they don't have them anymore in Illinois. They used to have a track or some shit. And I was like, wait a minute. If I owned like Hawthorne, which is right by my house, which is a famous fucking racetrack for horses. If you go there, the seats are completely empty. There's like 20 people in there, and there's like a fucking 30,000 seat stadium, right?
Yeah.
This week at Hawthorne, giraffes racing. Are you not going to go? I would pay $1,000 to get into that.
Would you
To see
really?
giraffes
Are you-
racing
I would. Well,
$1,000?
not $1,000, but admission is $4.
Because
I
you
would-
won't pay $1,000 to get your car out of impound right,
to get,
now.
no,
so,
to watch.
I mean,
No, I can't.
out of the mechanic, whatever.
To pay the admission for fucking horse racing is like $4. Would you not pay $50 to see a giraffe race
Yeah.
and bet on it? I'd be like, that one. Look how tall he is.
Yeah.
You
That
know?
one's got the sturdiest knees.
Yeah, right.
Don't you hate giraffes though?
Or even you can ride ostriches and shit too. So like ostrich, if I own that's just the thing. I don't have any fucking property, equity, or business. But if I did, I'd fucking kill it. I'd kill it. I'd fucking fill those seats up so fast with ostriches and zebras and fucking everything. Like,
bet-
wait, horses? What the fuck?
I'll bet you're not just like allowed to own exotic animals.
yeah.
No, not own them. Race them.
Okay, well,
It's the
You don't have to own them.
You
We'll give
know-
them right back. We just want to, see which one runs the fastest. It's a science.
so you're just gonna like borrow them from the zoo?
Where else are you gonna get? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna get them from Africa. That'd be way too expensive. But I'm just saying, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would.
you
I
have a
would go
fucking
to
hor-
the fuck out of that.
You
I
have
would
a horse
absolutely
track,
go to
right?
that.
It's been there for fucking 80 years, and 80 years ago, the seats were packed, and now there's like 10 people there every
Yeah.
single race.
Right.
Why are you not trying stuff? You know what I mean?
That's true.
I would say ostrich racing would be cool because have you ever seen a motherfucker ride an ostrich?
Can you
That's-
train? Can you train an ostrich?
You never seen people ride ostriches?
That happens?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a fucking actual thing. People race ostriches. They get on them, they grab them by their fucking neck, and they ride ostriches. I'm not kidding.
All right, look that up. But
You don't believe it either.
no,
Either of you believe me.
I've seen pig races.
Man riding ostrich.
All right, whatever. We'll find
Oh,
it.
it's a thing.
I'm
right.
always right when you guys don't believe.
I'll put that on the page for people.
No, it's hard to think about, but when you see it, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Send that to me. But I got something else I want to do first.
Yeah, what?
Check this out. We had this Sunday, but that stupid 8chan attack took up all the time. Hi, Veronica. Saudi cleric reveals the sun rotates around the earth.
What is a cleric?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you know?
Some kind of religious official.
Yeah, I think just like
something
a
akin,
member of
something
the
something
clergy.
akin to like a bishop. It's one of those mid-level positions that nobody knows what they do, I think.
In video games, they're just the one that like heals but doesn't fight. I think.
Okay.
All right.
That's
I don't
that's all I.
fucking know.
That's the only
Good.
way I know the word.
Anyways,
Totally
I'm sure that
applies
he's
here.
not a healer. And
this cleric, Andrea, after you find that other thing, you can find out what a fucking cleric is.
All right.
Who gives a shit? The
that's why the show is fucking awesome.
a Saudi Arabian cleric has made a groundbreaking discovery that could redefine science in the 21st century. The Earth does not rotate. What's more, the sun is orbiting the static body, not the other way around.
He thinks he just came up with that. Yeah. People came up with that a long ass time ago.
Well, that was the original theory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think until what was it? Copernicus that did that, and then Galileo took all the fucking the brunt of the.
It was one of them fellas.
Yeah, what?
A cleric is a priest. It's a Muslim priest.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Who cares?
Oh,
All right,
that
so
sounds so much cooler than a priest, though.
Yeah.
the breakthrough was made by Sheikh Bandar Al Khaibari, who delivered his thesis. What? Who delivered? Why? I mean, I was gonna get some of them right. They're
What's
not
a
all
sheikh?
right. Who delivered his thesis during a recent lecture in the United Arab Emirates, having been asked by a student about the movement of the planet. Reported by Al-Aro, the Sheikh replied that that Earth is stationary and does not move, explaining his research by noting that airplanes would not be able to reach their destination were the Earth spinning on its axis. Yeah, it's brilliant. The newspaper said
That's a thing, actually.
What?
When planes fly that way, and they fly that way, so one goes east, one goes west. The one that goes west,
and the pilots try to high five out the window when they go past.
Yeah.
I like that move.
Yeah.
We'll post some videos
That's
of that on our
exactly
Yeah,
what
they
it
get
is.
it like half
No,
the
no,
time.
no. That the dude flying west goes the same distance and it takes the same amount of time. So how could the Earth be spinning it? I'm
It
with
doesn't
this.
take the same amount of time.
I'm with this,
No,
or
no,
some
no.
shit like that.
No, it's actually you have it backwards. It takes different amounts of time to go the same distance in opposite directions.
Whatever. Either way,
That's an
I don't think the
Einstein
Earth.
thing.
I think the sun spins around the Earth. Is what I'm saying. I'm with
Good.
this guy.
Okay.
I'm with this guy because I've always been on the Earth can't be spinning at 1,000 miles per hour at the fucking equator. How could that be possible? How and you guys are like it's sure it seems fine. How does
Well-
that seem fine to you? That the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour on the equator. That's
Well,
insane.
It's simple math. If the Earth is 24,000 miles around, and the day is 24 hours long, then it's going about 1,000 miles an hour theoretically. I mean, but it's relative
get
to
that.
outer space where you can't see or feel anything, so you're not going to perceive the
I
rotation.
just don't see how-
the atmosphere is spinning.
I don't
with
see
it.
how the atmosphere is
Yeah.
spinning that quickly.
Okay.
Because we have like
Probably because the atmosphere is made up of matter, be it gaseous or otherwise, and it does have some adherence to gravity. And right? I mean,
Yeah,
is that how it
that's
works?
no,
Exactly
of course
right.
it
Yeah.
does, but it's very minimal. I know about buoyancy. What about the drag? What body is moving?
Who's talking
in it?
about buoyancy?
That's why air is in the water. That's why air is at layers. That's why I'm talking about buoyancy. Things that are lighter than others are above each other. That's why there's layers
Does
into our atmosphere.
buoyancy apply to
density.
I mean,
Density.
buoyancy is about floating.
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
a helium balloon, when you blow it up with helium, floats because it's buoyant to air, just like an air is buoyant to water. It's not just a water thing.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's not the wrong word. It's actually the right word. A fucking helium balloon is less or is buoyant in a fucking oxygen atmosphere. That's true. That's fact. It's
Yeah.
not even the wrong word. It's not even the
No.
wrong word.
Will you listen to this?
Shut up.
Will you? But you're talking. Will you listen to this? This guy's a genius. He'll fill you in.
All right. Is he speaking regular English or what is he
Oh
doing?
no, not at all.
No,
Is there
No.
subtitles?
Yeah,
You're gonna
there's
read
subtitles.
It?
You
Oh,
guys
well,
have to
you're
read
gonna
it.
you're gonna
Andrea,
read
read
it.
it.
Read it.
I'm the furthest away.
I don't care. You got
No one
nice
cares.
glasses.
No one gives a shit.
All right, fair enough.
No one fucking cares.
You got nice glasses.
Is this video
Can
gonna
you
play
at
or
least
what?
make it full
Here we go.
screen?
نحن
Or
الآن في أين؟
first of all, where are we
نذهب إلى
from?
مطار الشارقة.
Or where are we now?
نريد أن
Okay.
نذهب إلى الصين.
We go to
بالطيارة.
Sharjah Airport to travel to
واضح؟
China by plane.
ركزوا
Clear?
معي.
Focus with
هذه
me.
الأرض. إذا قلتم أنها تدور.
This is Earth.
إذا خرجنا من
If you
مطار
say it
الشارقة
rotates, if we leave Sharjah
برحلة دولية
Airport
إلى
on
الصين.
international flight to
الأرض
China,
تدور، صح؟
the
طب لو
Earth is
وقفت الطائرة
rotating,
في
right?
السماء، أليست الصين
So if
تأتي؟
the plane, wouldn't China be coming towards?
Can you
to or
back
not?
that up for a
yeah,
second?
Can you? He's talking real fast.
الطائرة في السماء.
Right, so if the
أليست
plane is
الصين
still
تأتي؟
on air, wouldn't China be? Fuck. This guy's saying a lot with not very many words.
The Earth is rotating, right?
طب لو وقفت الطائرة في السماء،
So if the plane stops, still on air,
أليست الصين تأتي؟
wouldn't China be coming towards it?
تدور؟
True or
تأتي
not?
الصين ولا ما تأتي؟
True. It's clearly
لو
true.
كانت الشمس الأرض تدور هكذا.
If the
لو
Earth
تمشي
rotates on the
الطيارة
other
بكم
direction,
تمشي
the plane would not be able to reach China
تستطيع أن تلحق الصين لأن الصين تدور وأنت تدور. ولن تستطيع أن تصل إلى الصين لأنك
because China is also rotating as the plane rotates.
تدور وهي تدور. فكيف تصل إلى الصين؟
Okay. Well,
Wait a minute. Do Muslims think that that this is the thing?
no.
This guy does.
Okay. See, okay. I was thinking it was all of them.
No, no,
Well,
that's this guy.
fuck.
He
It-
claims to have made this revelation.
Oh, okay.
But
It's
it
not all
doesn't
of them. Are
really-
you sure it's not all of them? Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm not
See, because
sure.
I'm not even sure that people even know how to fucking decipher that shit into English. I think that's a completely like a
Yeah, that guy could
like
be
what do you
saying
call it? Like
anything.
the telephone game. Like nobody knows
Yeah.
what the fuck he's saying. I don't think anybody can read their silly little squiggles. Maybe the Russians.
I was
don't
just
know.
gonna say, I think that guy was just making all
Yeah,
that
right.
up. Like
Like,
that wasn't a real
This
language.
guy's giving a lecture on this guy's giving a lecture on model airplanes for
Yeah.
his science club, and somebody put it on the internet and said that Muslims think the Earth doesn't fucking move,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'll bet that's exactly what this was.
But I don't. I still don't
Assholes.
buy it at the fucking
Those,
equator.
those
How can you
fucking
moving so
dicks at
fast?
Huffington Post.
So if you go to the equator, you're just burning ass like so fast. Is that true? I never liked it. Anyway,
Also, this guy is talking about if the plane is in midair and it stops, your plane is not going to stop in midair. Like, I don't understand how that's a relevant thing to talk about because that would never happen, right?
I have no idea what this fucking retard is talking about. Why are we really trying to make sense out of what this guy is saying?
I think no. This is what he. I think I've seen people that okay, because I'm into anything. You know what I mean? So I believe everything. I believe that the Earth revolves around the sun, but also I believe that the Earth is hollow. We're on the inside of it. Also, I think we're a hologram. I believe everything, whatever is on the internet. So I'm an expert on this shit. So I think what he's trying to say is no, yeah. I have like split personalities that have different fucking ideologies and shit. So there was a guy who had like a model car, and
Right.
he would drive it, right? And he put a fucking like model, not a model car, a remote control, and he put a fucking remote control helicopter on the.
I was
top of it.
I was going with your premise there. He's like,
Know what I'm saying?
model car, yep, drive it, sure.
No, I got them. I think it's because no. So he would take a fucking remote control helicopter, put it on a fucking remote control car or his own car, drive it, and he'd lift it off, and then he would say, "See, it's not spinning. It's just there. It stays where it is." But that's the whole. That's one of the things. There's a guy on the internet who's really into this and does all these experiments and says the Earth's not spinning. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have no idea. Did you
Because
No.
for the same reason I think it could be fucking plausible is because I don't think the atmosphere could be spinning as fast as the fucking Earth because it's not locked to gravity like that because
Isn't it?
it's not static
It is.
friction.
And
Static
there's
friction.
also
Static friction.
okay. Go on.
That's the amount of energy it takes to initially move something, and then it's easy after that.
Okay.
Air against the ground is there would be some sort of
It's always in motion. Do you know that when you drive a pickup truck on the highway, the
He thinks
The pickup truck drives better with the flap closed rather than open because when it's closed, it creates a pocket
Yeah,
of
I
air
saw
that
that on
doesn't
Mythbusters
move.
too.
So think of it the same way, where there's the air that's connected to the way the Earth is spinning, and it's always in motion.
Sure.
That's why the wind and the weather always comes from the same direction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you go up high enough, it's like less and less true. As you get up towards the end there. I mean, you're gonna be in some air that's not really moving as fast, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
some air that just kind of trails off.
I don't know about this.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's not true.
come on.
Why wouldn't I mean?
Yeah, and now, but
Okay,
Well, I just don't think it's true. I don't think the Earth. I don't think the. I'm just gonna
See,
say.
that's
Okay,
retarded.
it's not
Okay.
retarded. I don't think the fucking Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. I just don't. It doesn't seem real to me.
okay, great.
what do you think it's doing instead?
No, he doesn't think anything instead.
Slower.
See, stop
no.
it,
I think
you
it's
know.
moving slower. Slower than that. Much
Okay,
slower.
Great.
Okay,
Which would mean the sun is smaller.
it would mean the Earth is smaller.
This is really pissing me off. This is the most retarded conversation I've ever heard before.
Well, you wanted to talk about this. I don't know.
Not for this long and this stupidly, I didn't.
I don't fucking buy it. I just don't.
Right, and that's all you'll say.
But you do, right?
What? That the Earth is rotating?
At the same speed as the atmosphere is, and the solid in the atmosphere. That's the thing. That the atmosphere and the solid Earth ground mass.
Right, so you think planes just go up in the sky and stand still?
No.
Okay, well...
Helicopters do that.
Whatever.
You got lost on the way there.
And the helicopters just use the Earth's rotation?
Yeah, it's a stupid argument because the real argument is the atmosphere moving at the same speed as
Right.
the actual mass. That's my argument. But people don't know how to say it, so they're idiots. But I'm not. I think that's the case.
I don't know. I think it makes sense. I mean, why are we arguing about whether or not the atmosphere spins with the Earth? It's like...
Because
This is
that
the kind
Muslim guy said.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's an idiot.
And
He's the equivalent of a priest here. He's a fucking
Yeah.
retard. They're not going to be. I mean,
Just
they're not
making
gonna
stuff
fucking
up.
know anything.
Yeah.
all right.
The guy spent like most of his life reading one book. He's a fucking piece of shit. Who cares?
They do. They just read it over and over and shit, right? And
Yeah.
study it and get to know it.
They
and
learn it.
Like 60% of his brain is just memorizing things out of one book. He's a fucking retard.
God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But wouldn't he have to like agree with the fucking Quran's fucking version? You know what I mean?
No.
If he was like a priest, wouldn't he have to like? I'm pretty sure the fucking Quran, is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
They have like they do like fucking say how everything is and the fabric of reality and UFOs and all that shit. It's all in there and shit.
UFOs?
They talk about all sorts of shit in that thing. I'm just saying,
That would
wouldn't you
be
have to
pretty
agree?
interesting
That's
to
why
see.
That's why I initially said, do all of them think this? Because I don't know anything about them. I known one of them and I worked with him and I disliked him a lot, even though I can tell that he was just a weirdo. He was a Muslim dude.
Was he a weirdo because he was a weirdo?
He was a weird no
Or
because
because he was a Muslim?
here's where it gets better. His cousin also worked there. Weirdo. There you go.
There you go. If that doesn't prove a point, I don't know what does.
Muslims, bunch of weirdos. You fucking assassinated.
What else did we miss Sunday?
Did we talk about the dead drops in New York?
Oh, no. Yeah, go ahead.
That's on you. I don't know what the fuck. I kind of know, but I don't really know.
There's a network of people going around and implanting USB like thumb drives into brick walls and stuff. They like carve out a little hole and then make it so that the drive part sticks out of the wall, but it's as like minimal as possible and you can't really see it unless you're looking for it. And they're using it as like an off-grid file sharing system.
Yeah, but what's gonna stop the feds from walking up to that bitch and taking their information?
Whose information?
These are fucking USB drives sticking out of brick walls, correct?
Right, basically, yeah.
And you store your information on there?
Well, no, you can. I
You
mean, it's
share-
like you could put like
have to pay for it?
PDF files
No.
of books or fucking music or whatever kind of shit, and it's a way of keeping file sharing going without anyone monitoring it.
So it's like a file sharing.
theoretically,
Just-
until they figure
Strictly
out
file
how to
Yeah, it's like
ruin that. But
yeah, but it's like a way to share files without the internet. mostly.
That's good for keeping books going after like the government kills everybody. Yeah, I
Right,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah.
that. But for right now, it's not going to be like, oh man, shit. I hope this fucking one has some, what's an artist that makes music? Metallica. I hope this one has Metallica.
Who's the guy that made that Ebola song?
Don't touch your friends.
Oh, what the fuck was that guy's name?
It was
really
a hilarious name.
But anyway, you can't go search into it. Whatever is in there is in there. That's bullshit. But for preserving like books when they start burning books and and fucking murdering people, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But stuff starts small. It's little now, and there's probably only a few dozen people using it and working on it, but
it's totally necessary.
it's an investment. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of geo-tracking? Or
Yes.
Geo treasure? Or is it geo-tracking? Geo fucking what the fuck? It's people that they have an application. I think it's called geo-tracking. And and it tells you where treasures are near your house, but they're disguised. It's an application for everybody's smartphone, whatever, you know what I mean. Everybody knows what application means. Anyway, and it tells you where all these fucking treasures are, where people put them, and they disguise them as stuff like logs or sticks,
right.
And they give you a hint, and there's something inside of it.
No, you see the stuff sometimes when you're out in the woods.
I forget what the fuck it's called.
When you're out in the woods, you'll see like little tiny clues, like little arrows pointing. There's like red or blue and yellow fucking arrows that mean something in some geo-tracking game. I don't know, but I'll see them out there.
Yeah.
In like really remote places,
But there's shit inside of those.
That's weird.
Well, I think it's from some old fucking game that
No, that shit's still going on. There's like 2 in my town. I just don't want to go track them down. Fuck it.
Yeah, but
I don't care what it is. I'm not gonna, because you're the whole thing is you get to put something in there, or you can take something out, but you got to put something in. How's that gonna work? What are you gonna find in there of value? Nothing.
I don't know, but what about these dead drop things? They're completely
kind of like the same thing.
I think it's what? That's nothing like the same. How is that the same thing?
I don't know.
That makes no sense. No, it's really cool that people are out there that are fucking less lazy than us are out there actually doing simple solutions to the takeover of the internet.
Yeah, that's fine too. But how long is a USB drive exposed sticking out of a brick wall going to last after rust in a winter?
Yeah, but then they're easy to replace. You just put them all the fuck over the place.
You just go over there, you get a grinder, you fucking chisel the mortar out, and then you fucking re-mortar it. And it's not easy to replace.
No, I actually posted a video on there's a do-it-yourself, make your own USB dead drops in your town video that I put up on the page for everybody. If anybody wants to get this started in their hometown, it's really not super expensive or time-consuming.
I don't know what I'd suspect to be on one. Why would you? I mean, what are people looking to expect to be on there?
Get traffic and weather together on the 8s every 10 minutes on News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
I just want to see what's on the radio.
For tonight, partly cloudy, bitterly cold.
Listen to how stupid the radio is.
Bitterly cold.
Bitterly cold.
Our show's not that good tonight either, but this is your alternative.
It's fine.
We'll get to a high of just 15.
We'll tell you the weather.
We're not supposed to be talking about anything.
6 times an hour.
It's fucking cold.
26, 24 will make that. In Chicago now, partly cloudy, 8 at O'Hare.
Except Radio
How long that goes for?
Radio 780 tells you the weather on the 8s every fucking 10 minutes.
That's fucking
6 times an hour.
That's awesome.
That's
Isn't that
fantastic.
WBBM News Time 8:10.
It only happens once a year, and Chevy is best in show.
Oh,
It's
now
auto
some
show-
commercials.
That was nice.
Speaking of radio being retardedly horrible, somebody commented that they stopped listening to Coast because of us on our YouTube
Yeah, I
video,
saw that.
and that made me feel really, really good.
Yeah, that was nice.
Because George Norrie fucking blows.
It does blow.
And they have the whole paranormal, metaphysical market cornered on the regular radio, right? I mean, there's probably other little shows, but like, the guy does a terrible job with that show for the resources that they have and the guests that he gets and stuff. I mean, he's a horrible fucking interviewer. He
doesn't
boring.
interview shit. He just asks one question. Really?
Did you?
Fascinating.
That's astounding.
Wow.
East of the Rockies.
Wow. Really? Wow. And it's like, He asks one question at the beginning of the 4 hours, and he lets a fucking maniac talk and just like
he just lets some psycho babble for fucking 45 minutes and just believes every last word out of their mouth. And he's an idiot. But I mean, I guess it's comfortable to listen to.
I like it.
You know?
I listen to it.
I mean, I guess it's kind of fun to listen to. But if you try to think about too much of what's going on, you'll hate him. He has the dumbest motherfucking questions
and not only
I've
that,
ever heard
but
in my life.
you can't get his fucking shit without paying a subscription to his website. It's all expensive as fuck.
Fuck George Nori.
I tried to listen to that shit. You need to pay like it's like I don't know, 10, 20 bucks a month to fucking get like his subscription so you can hear the shows.
Yeah.
He like puts like a minute on YouTube or whatever. You can't even find them. It's fucking bullshit. You have to pay to listen to it. I don't know how to listen to it on the actual radio. Can you listen to it on the radio?
This
have
radio?
no idea.
Any radio.
Can we listen to it on this radio?
Can listen to it on
For
that
a
radio?
preliminary hearing
Let's see.
more quickly by letting officers use a simple field test.
It was done to reduce the amount of time a person would be incarcerated in the Cook County Department of Corrections
What they're
waiting
talking
on
about.
preliminary hearing, given that they needed to test a drug substance for
Turn this off before they say our name.
whether it was actually a narcotic or not.
Turnaround would be especially quick if the tests were negative.
They're talking about new kinds of drug tests.
And they were talking about
already
keeping-
done in the
Thank
rest of the
God.
First
day.
thing I
Hold
heard.
on, wait.
At the Illinois Capitol, Dave Dahl, News Radio 780
Dave
and
Dahl.
105.9 FM.
105.9
Chicago's law department paid $95 million last year to settle cases against the city. The cases.
Well, do you guys want to listen to more of that or what?
I don't think so.
105.9 FM.
Ugh.
So we're better than fucking Coast to Coast, and they got like 15 million listeners, right?
Well, I don't know if we're better.
Yeah, why do we only have 14 million?
Yeah, what's up with that?
We're, but that's my point is though, like, you know, they have somehow conquered that market with just a terrible host, just a shitbag host. Art Bell, the original host, was fucking entertaining.
He did the same thing too. He did
no.
a lot of wows, like wow. And he did let the guy. They
but he
let
wasn't
maniacs
as,
go.
He wasn't as like dumb little childish about it. You know, he wasn't like George Nori. You get a lot of just like.
Actually, he was smart as shit too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I heard him do the
Art Bell was
Philadelphia
way
shit.
more skeptical.
He did
he was
the Philadelphia shit. And
Philadelphia
he knew
experiment,
about,
yeah.
he did the Philadelphia experiment episode, and he knew about like the mechanics of the electronics that the scientist was trying to tell him were on there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And he like knew a little bit about him, and he was asking him how they worked a little and shit. Like, you mean to tell me that it worked? You know, he wasn't fucking a moron.
Yeah, Art Bell is like one of the most entertaining guys of all time to listen to on the radio.
But he
Now,
did
he's
do the really and stuff like that, and just let him just go forever.
Yeah, whatever. He was from a different time. You weren't allowed to be entertaining yet. You weren't allowed to be a regular person yet. You know. Anyways, what
That's
else?
a fresh
What else did we miss from Sunday that was really good? Because Sunday we missed a lot of fucking shit.
We have the woman. Okay, so a woman was about to get married, and her husband-to-be went into epileptic seizures. And so he started having seizures and had to go to the hospital. And while he was getting treated, she was like, fuck this. I'm tired of waiting. Is there anybody in the crowd who wants to marry me? Because I'm just going to have my wedding.
Didn't we do this?
No.
We did not talk about this.
And then
no.
some guy stood up
and
and
then
married
somebody,
her?
yeah, and then she got married. Yeah, somebody married her, and then right as they finished the vows, her real fiance came back, and they were like, "Well, it's too late. You're already married to this guy." So
It's
What
too
a
late.
cunt.
You
Yeah.
fell down and started shaking. You're out
Yeah.
of here. You're
Yeah.
cursed.
how dare you make me wait to get married?
They're in India. No, they thought he was cursed by demons. That's their religion over there. They're like, he's fucking fell down and he's shaking. That's it. They cast him out, dude. They fucking make you leave the city.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know. But
yeah,
I'm pretty
sure that's true. Yeah,
That's how it's been forever, dude. There's places like that where if you fucking like have an affliction, you're fucking like cast out and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I think that's what's going on there.
So I thought that was pretty crazy. She ended up marrying her sister's husband's brother. So her
Yeah,
Wait a
brother-in-law.
minute.
that's convenient.
Yeah, well, he was a guest at the wedding.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I mean, it was going to be someone she knew.
I mean, they probably already knew that. I mean, the fact that he stands up in front of everybody like that, like, yeah, fuck it all. I mean, they probably already had
Yeah,
something going on.
he was probably like
you
a
know?
runner-up.
It was the
Yeah,
groom's.
yeah.
It was
You
the
know?
groom's brother. You said
No. It was her sister's, the bride's sister's
brother,
husband's
Brother.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So her sister's brother-in-law, which would make it. I don't know what he was to her.
What was
but-
he thinking when she's like, "I'll just marry anybody who's here"? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, right here.
right
Yeah.
here. I'm the guy who's probably wasted. He probably fucking woke up.
Yeah.
Shit.
He sat there because he's the guy that when they give you that 1 hour between the dinner and the or whatever before the dinner, you know what I mean? When you get that 1 hour between the wedding and the
Yeah.
dinner, I should say.
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail. Yeah, there you go. You know, that 1 hour where you get to drink drinks in glasses mixed.
Drinky time.
You know, drinks that are made of hard liquor and maybe a mixer in a glass for an hour. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That guy that just gets wasted in that hour because he knows all you're gonna have is fucking stupid wine at your table and everybody drinks the wine too fast and you get like a half a glass, you know?
Yeah.
Because that does suck. You don't get to keep getting drunk at the dinner.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit wedding. See, he doesn't know. He's never been to a wedding.
I've never been to a wedding, but
yeah,
I've seen
Earthling's
enough
never been to a
videos to
wedding.
understand that people get shit wasted at
Oh
these
yeah.
things.
Oh.
So he was that
Fantastic.
guy, and he's sitting there. Well, fuck. Actually, that doesn't hold up because they're in the wedding, aren't they? So this guy was
Yeah.
getting shit faced all morning.
Maybe he was always secretly in love with her, and he
Right.
got super drunk ahead of time because he was sad that she was marrying someone else.
Maybe he gave her.
And then he had just enough drunk courage to get up and do it when the time came.
Right, but what you just said made me think. Maybe he gave the other guy mustard gas in his wine, and made him have a seizure.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, intrigue.
Murder.
Except he didn't die.
You should have did the
It
wolf
backfired.
for that one.
Well, so do we think there was foul play here?
But they were. Did you say they were in India?
Yeah.
Hey, who the fuck knows then?
Yeah, we don't know anything. That might just be the custom.
They
there.
have a god of.
Yeah.
There's a Vice documentary or whatever it is. They have a god of prostitution. And they just sell their kids for like fucking $12.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of prostitution going on.
No,
Buddy.
it's fine. You sell because there's a
Oh,
god of prostitution that
yeah,
you sell
buddy.
them to. It's fine. It's fine. It's acceptable. They're fucked up over there. Fuck them.
Totally.
That's why the Himalayas are keeping them out of the rest of the world because they're fucking weird. That's God like
That's
just
why they
burying her.
hold up there in the first place.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
God creates the earth.
God creates the
Comes
earth.
back a few weeks later, just like.
What's the matter with you?
All
guys?
right, the Egyptians are kicking some ass. Let's see what's going on. Holy fucking Christ!
No,
What are you idiots doing?
No.
In their town square of Delhi, they have millions of rats just running around that they worship, and they
Yeah.
fucking to this day don't have toilets. The Romans had toilets 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, better put up some mountains here.
God damn. There's some stuff.
Yeah, imagine. No, Captain Planet, Earth. Fucking just- the
There's
fucking
some-
Planeteers did
There's
it.
some practices that just don't make sense around the world that are still just like, oh, like, come on, like, we don't need to flush our toilet paper down the toilet. We throw it on the fucking floor or in the garbage. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mexicans?
yeah, I think they might do it. I don't
No,
know who
they-
does it. Europe, maybe
Greece.
some weird Europeans
Greece,
do that
for
shit.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Russia. Yeah.
Mexicans do it, and I've always
Do
wondered,
they?
Yes.
Because it once in a while is in like a gas station or Burger King.
Yeah.
It's some
The
crazy
ones
guy.
that
It's
are-
Mexican guy that just got here, and he's like out working already the first day in America. He's like, I gotta fucking shit. I have to shit.
to take cheat.
I have to take a shit.
Take cheat way.
Um,
No, and then but
Terrible,
I learned why
Yeah,
over
that
the
was
years.
bad. We're usually way better at that.
No, I can't do a Mexican.
I know.
Even though I'm
I have to take a shit. It's like he's a Russian disguised as a Mexican.
Yeah.
I have to take
I have to take shit.
I have
way.
to take shit, man.
way.
Pull
I
over.
have to take shit way.
I had too much chorizo and eggs.
No, was that like a Jewish thing now?
I don't
It
know.
sounded slightly Jewish.
I was trying to make that a Russian trying to sound Mexican.
No, it sounds like a Jew, dude.
No, it was a Russian trying to sound Mexican. Let's just move on. It was pretty good
No,
though.
I learned that they do that because in Mexico their plumbing can't handle it. So if they tried it, it would destroy their like plumbing. So they do it because they don't know that our plumbing can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if somebody from India came to your house and visited you, they'd probably march down to like the nearest creek and shit in it because they don't know. They just don't know what we can do here. We're capable of when it comes to shitting.
Yeah, definitely. We have the shitting down. The only one that has us beat, the only people is maybe France, and they've got the bidet. All right. Now that's shooting water on your asshole right after you shit.
But then you still wipe the water off.
Fresh and clean. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, we're just wiping with dry, like fibrous cotton, and it's got some room for improvement, don't you think? It's like
I'm jiggy with the bidet, but you know what? The only thing I'd hate about the bidet is movies where people go to those countries and they don't know how to use it, and it's supposed to be funny that they don't know what it is.
And they like drink out of it.
Yeah, they drink out of it. Like that's
Rob Schneider doesn't know how to use a bidet.
What the hell is this? What the hell do you fucking think it is?
Oh my god!
No, yeah, that joke's been done a million times. That's the only thing I dislike about it. But if they fucking started selling them here, I'm pretty sure I'd have one.
You could get one.
You could get one. You just don't have any money.
Well, no.
I mean, first of all, you've got to have enough money for like a hot plate. Then you'll be really, really rocking in your little apartment down there. Then you can start thinking. Then you can start thinking about bidet.
Hot plate. It would start on fire.
All right.
They're made out of paper.
It is dangerous.
They're made out of paper. You can't.
You're both a couple of wimps.
No, we're not.
No, but the bidet, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We've got the shitting thing down really well. The bidet is the only thing that's really kicking our ass in that department.
You could take a standard kitchen hose with the sprayer, the sprayer thing.
Yeah.
And you can just take your fucking main off.
Okay.
You can take the main off your toilet, right?
Right, I see
and
where
you
you're
can
going.
you can put a splitter on.
Yes.
And then fucking screw that on.
Yes.
And then you fucking have a bidet that you can actually control. As opposed to how they got third bidets, you have to actually maneuver over where the water's coming out of. This you control with your hand. It's handheld. And it costs you $12.
There you go. He's right.
Yep.
Problem.
The redneck bidet.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I
No,
actually
that's
might
been done.
do that.
No, it's been done. I've seen it.
I might do that tonight.
You should do it.
Can anybody? I'm gonna be pretty drunk. Can anybody give me a ride to Walmart so I can make my redneck bidet?
You're not
after
going
we're
to get
done?
those fittings at Walmart. You're going to have to take your ass to fucking Ace Hardware.
Yeah, well, I don't want to wait till
sure.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got big plans.
What's up with Ace Hardware? Every time I fucking go there. So when I was a little kid, it's like, let's go to Ace Hardware, buy a couple hammers, and pay my gas bill. Like you can pay your bills there. You know that, right?
No.
Ace Hardware, you can pay all your bills at. Electric,
Why?
gas. I don't know why. That's what I just asked you.
What about the internet, though?
No, people don't.
That's
know
where
how
I
to use
pay my bills.
it. You can pay all your bills at fucking Ace Hardware. I don't know why.
That's weird.
It is
I
weird.
don't want to do that.
I've cashed a check at Walmart before. I know you can do that.
No, I've never done anything weird like
But
that.
will you guys let us complete this fucking thought for once?
What are we talking about?
How much better we are at shitting than everyone else.
Yeah. No, we are. Yep. USA.
Oh, look.
USA.
What are you? Whoa, hold on.
What?
What's on the screen now?
A guy riding an ostrich.
Guy
You were
riding
right.
an ostrich.
But that's one guy riding
Ostrich-
one
now,
ostrich.
did you get ostrich
I don't know
racing?
if that necessarily means.
Oh,
that
no,
there's
I didn't get
a
ostrich
such
They
thing as
race them. They put
ostrich
numbers
racing.
on these fucking things.
See.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Look, dude, look how fucking easily. Look how fucking
That's pretty fucking sweet.
hilarious.
That is really funny.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you could ride an ostrich, but don't
here
let
it
them.
is.
You could ride. What
Did
is
you
it?
did you
Ostrich race.
did you
Oh.
post this to our page, Andrea?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and then I'll post the race, too.
Post the race right now. I want him to see the race because you both
Yeah,
laughed at me
I wanna
before the
see the
show and you
ostrich
said
race.
you can't ride
I'll
ostriches.
send you the
There's no
race.
ostrich racing. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an ostrich race looks really cool now that I've seen one guy.
Oh,
It
totally.
seems really cool. Now that I've seen
He's
one guy
riding
riding
on
an
a
ostrich.
bird.
That's fucking hilarious.
I told you it was.
And he's like leaned back and hanging onto the bird.
There's only one way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hop on it,
hang on.
grab its fucking neck, and lean back.
All right, let's see this ostrich race.
You ready?
Get the fuck out of here. It's
Get
like a
those
real
cameras
thing
going.
with gates.
Told you.
The 5 birds freaking out.
Come on. This isn't
Settling.
real. Is this is fuck
Wait.
this is
Down with
fucking
these
fake.
birds.
Look at
This is fake. Is this real?
they're just like jockeys.
Ostrich racing at Canterbury Park.
The
Bird
don't lay an
handlers
egg
making
dash.
sure everybody is squared away.
The fuck out of here. And there's a real announcer and stuff.
Keep playing it. Let's see it. I want to see
Hang
who
on,
wins.
I'm
Let's
trying
place your
to.
bets. You guys got any money in your pockets? I got some money. I'll place the
Fucking
bet.
Christ, hold on.
I got $5 on number 3.
I'll give you. What do you put against this lighter? This might be your lighter.
Is it brown? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Oh, no, wait, that's purple. Well, it's not yours, obviously, so...
Do you guys want to bet on this? Don't cheat. Did you look at the description?
No.
No, I don't know.
Fuck, my computer is like freezing.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
No, I'm not.
God.
That means the stream is probably fucking up too for people.
No,
it's okay.
No.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm just gonna wait.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, you're fucking.
I'm just gonna wait.
Your Firefox has not responding. You have to restart it. That happens from time to time.
Man.
Yeah.
Every single fucking time I try to watch ostrich racing, this happens to me.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
So the stream is not working, right, Andrea?
It's got a horrible text message.
No,
What is
this
it?
still
It
says
says
live.
faggot nigga.
From who? Who would say something like that?
Brian.
No, that's offensive. That really discredits him, I think. Anything he could ever try to do in life is discredited.
No, but here's the thing about it. Look it. Check it out. The last time we've texted each other was like
God damn
2
it.
months ago. And the first thing you're going to text me is that? I haven't talked to the guy in like 2 months. He says, faggot nigga. Piece of shit.
What a shit.
Yeah, I know.
What a shit-taking piece of shit.
I don't know. I'm trying to fix this. Trying to fix this fucking shit here.
Just
The
restart
internet.
Firefox. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but that means all our people are gonna have to try to come back.
What do you mean? She said
Well,
it's still going, right?
It
Well, how
still
could it
says
still
live
be-
on here.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't know
good.
how that's possible, but
Because it's on a delay, dude.
Fuck.
And it's, I mean, like, are you guys still this retarded? I tell you this every fucking week about something that's happening.
what's a delay?
All right. That was not funny.
Well, nobody's listening. Except our YouTube fans, which are our
Oh
favorite
yeah, our
fans.
favorite
so
fans
These
who get
live
all the
faggots
secret things.
always fucking up, always being pieces of shit. Never really being loyal to the show. YouTube people, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, really.
This is what I do every time the fucking show crashes. I fucking give props up to our fucking YouTube viewers.
Yeah, we should get all our YouTube fans together.
I'll be back up here in a
And
second.
Plot the murder of all of our Ustream fans.
Yeah, if anybody wants to help us kill all the people who listen to the show live, email sundayeveningoverdose@gmail.com. And we'll start that plan before we get back up here live.
Yeah, real
And
quick.
then we'll use all these times to plan the murders.
Get on with these birds.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
What's going
You
on
ready?
with these birds?
Get those cameras going.
What the
Five
fuck?
birds
Hold
freaking-
on. The stupid birds is what crashed the fucking thing.
Hey,
Let me-
Dude, you got fucking 9 tabs open. Dude, you can't
the
be doing
birds
that.
are not the problem, and I think you know that.
Let me just make sure we're streaming again. Hold on.
All right.
Start broadcast. There we go. We're back up. All right,
Yellow.
let everybody know we're back up.
Hey guys, we're back up.
Let me get rid of some of these tabs. You might be right.
Are we back up now?
Yeah.
My friend texted me again.
What?
My nigga use a faggot, my nigga. My faggot use a nigga. It's a text message I just got from this guy I haven't seen in 2 months. He's my buddy, though.
All right. You want to watch this
You know-
stupid ostrich race?
Yeah.
You guys want
Are
to
we
bet?
betting? Yeah.
Settling.
Okay, I'll bet right. I'll just do it blind.
Down with these birds.
Where'd the fucking feed go? Did it happen again? Close some of those tabs.
I did. Yep. We're going to be fucked up here again. All right. Well, we can't watch the ostrich thing.
Fuck.
Unless Andrea pulls it up on her computer or something. But it's fucking us up too much.
Oh well.
Okay, so here's
I
what
put the link up for everybody.
here's what my friend says now. Huh, I'm just bored. Well, listen, come on, fucking bitch. I'm texting now. Listen to our show, you motherfucker.
Yeah. What a bitch.
Hold
Andrea,
on,
we still got a show going on. Will you
How
try
do
to
you
keep
spell?
it going
How do you
while I'm
spell
working on this?
mother?
Yeah. Mother,
Yeah.
like a
Motherfucker.
muther.
That's how I did. I spell it exactly like ducka. Whatever. That's good enough. He'll understand.
All
what I'm
right.
saying.
What else do we have that we missed? Oh, I've got a good one. I've got a list of common misconceptions, things that people think are real that aren't real. You guys will probably be surprised by a couple of these, I
No,
think.
I won't be.
You don't think?
I know everything. Between me and this guy, we know everything.
All right. Well, here's the first one. Napoleon was not extremely short.
I knew that.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
Do you know how tall he is?
Yeah, he was 5'7", and he had large bodyguards, which made him a pair shorter. Plus, they were just saying that because it was like a tactic thing in the other country where they were fighting British or whatever. I don't fucking know, but I know a lot about it. Am I right?
Nice.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you were
How
totally
tall was
right.
he?
5'7". They
do
said
I do
5'6" or
this? How do I
5'7".
talk
That was
so
great.
ignorantly, but know
Nice.
these facts.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot savant. He was
That's
he was
exactly what it
definitely 5'7". Definitely 5'7". Definitely.
All right. Good. So you're 1 for 1. Let's see.
Okay, what do you got?
Bats are not blind.
Bats? Bats are not blind. Of course, everybody knows bats are not blind. What bat is blind? Bats are not blind. They just can hunt in the dark because they have sonar.
Yeah.
People, that
Get
was
those
the
cameras
misconception,
going.
of course.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
they
look.
actually do
Five
have
birds
pretty
freaking
good.
out.
Guys, I'm taking number 1.
Settling.
What number do you want in the ostrich race?
Get on with these birds.
Okay, I'll take gate 6. 5.
3.
3. I got
Yeah.
1.
Okay, let's go.
All right, $5 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bird handler's making sure everybody is squared away.
This is hilarious.
He checks
And
on the
people
1,
get on
2,
these, I think.
3,
Yeah,
4,
as long as I
5.
don't
think
try to
these
put this
birds
on
are
full
about ready
screen,
to
we should
fly.
be okay.
Is this a joke or is this? No, that's
Wait,
for
there's
real.
only tricks. There's
I'll
only
take 5 then. I'll take
Okay.
5 then. I'll take
All right.
the 5th. Take gate 5.
1, 3,
What about
and
our-
5.
I've
Do you
been to
guys
races
want-
before.
Alan's in for 2.
Here we go. Come on, 5. Come on, 5. I bet to the check. Come on, 5. Come on, 5. Put the whip on him,
I don't know
5.
which one is mine.
Put the whip on him, 5. Put the whip on him, 5.
Goddamn 1, you piece of shit.
Damn.
Who's the green one?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Rewind it. Rewind it.
Hold on.
We have
Look at that guy fell off.
Gone down.
That guy fell
And a
off.
bird just jumped on the
Several
winning
jockeys have
jockey.
gone down.
And in fact, Chris Mackler had to roll underneath the
All right, dude.
rail. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Who was green?
That
Go
was a
back.
good
Go back.
ostrich race.
Yeah, go back to the
Go
beginning.
back
See
to
who
the
was
beginning.
green.
She was green.
I think it was 4.
Made an aggressive
No,
left
no,
turn.
you didn't go far
And
back enough.
meanwhile-
No, that's
Or 3.
5. That's 5. I won.
That's not 5.
No.
We're about
Uh-huh.
ready to fly.
You're just guessing.
Uh huh.
Hold on.
Look at what.
Let's see where he came out of. Which ostrich won here on the Sunday evening overdose? Some ostrich race that probably happened 6 years ago that we just bet on for some reason.
And
was 2.
It was
2.
2.
Oh,
Who said 2?
That's Alan.
Alan.
Give him something. Give
Give
him
him
that bottle
a-
of
It's
pledge.
15
No,
bucks.
take that furniture polish right
No, he's
there.
not
That's
getting
yours. You
$15.
take
That wasn't real.
Furniture polish? Can you take that?
No, I need that.
You're allowed to take 1 huff off the furniture.
Yeah, you can
polish.
huff
You gotta, no, you got to use a sock if you're doing furniture polish. You need to use a sock.
He was just gonna spray it directly.
All right,
into
thanks
his
to
mouth.
our live audience for coming back. Sorry we kept fucking up for that ostrich race. I'm gonna get rid of that shit so we don't make that mistake
We
again.
got to go to break, though. I got to go to break.
We gotta have a break.
Yeah, we've been
All
going
right.
for like an hour and a half.
Then we'll come back and do another hour or so or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, come on. And our show sucked so far. We gotta get something
Show
going
didn't
here.
fucking suck.
We're gonna get something going for you guys when we
All
come
the
back
parts
from
you
the break.
did were horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't getting going in the
Plus, I
first hour.
slur a lot. I don't know
Yeah.
how to talk good.
We're gonna get something going in the what do you got left from the Sunday show? What are we gonna talk about? For
Well,
these
we still have a
fucking
bunch
people?
more of these popular facts that are total lies. We have the underwater pyramid, and then we have you heard it, and that's it. Oh, the appendix.
The underwater period. Some mermaid. This
Yeah.
total bitch to everyone.
Yeah.
Just like, it's called the underwater period. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then the scientists have discovered the true use of the appendix in the modern man, and it's not totally useless. So we can talk about that
I know
too.
what that is.
Well, I'll be interested to hear about that. then.
I know
After-
exactly what it's for.
after the
Well,
break.
people will find out
Lifeline
later.
bill was unanimously passed today by an
We'll
Illinois
just play
House
Radio
Committee.
780 for this break. This is
Top
great.
Republican in
No, I won't do that to people.
We need to tell people, listen, no, this is good. That's good shit.
No, we'll be back on the Sunday evening overdose. A couple of minutes. Let's regroup. We'll get some shit going for you.
At railroad track, begging my baby to.
Ahem. Hello.
Hello.
You want some echo?
Give me some echo. Echo. Echo.
There you go.
Echo.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, all right. Welcome back to the Thursday evening overdose.
Now
For the people
you
that
sound
don't know,
official.
the weird pauses are because we play vinyl on the Thursday evening overdose.
And
So-
sometimes I just get sick of the song. I just grab it off of there.
yeah,
so I try to do a little bit of that. You know?
Yeah, no, you don't want to fuck your shit up. Ah! God.
That thing. I don't care about this record player.
Why?
Or this record. Because I'm destructive. And I don't take care of my things.
Then why don't you scratch it like a hip hop G?
Why do we have this echo on your voice?
I don't know.
Sure, here we go. Ready?
Are you serious? Do it. Bust it out.
How'd you like that?
That's pretty good. That was nice.
Yeah, this is a wonderful Thursday evening. Thank you for being with us once again. I don't care about this record player because I bought it for like $5 at a thrift store, and
But how
that's
many
what
do
I'm
you
going to
have?
do again. I got like 5.
Yeah, but they're gonna run out one day. They're gonna be worth like a fucking quadrillion dollars.
Yeah, whatever.
Like the Sega Dreamcast.
I just fuck them up. This is it. I do with record players the same thing I do with cars. I get cheap, used ones, use them until they're completely fucking
The same thing you do with your
into
women
the
too,
ground.
right?
Exactly, yeah. Used up, cheap fucking, just shadows of what they once were. Just get them right at that sweet spot, right at that right moment. You know what I mean?
Just waste them away, huh?
And you just grind them out. Right till the end. Record players, cars,
smoking cigarette butts
women,
over here.
giant bottles of liquor that I buy. Yeah, anything.
That's how you view the world.
What did you want to do? The mail?
I was thinking about mail on the way over here.
Do you ever get mail anymore?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you've got like legal.
That's why I'm talking about the mail.
Okay, what do you want to say about the mail?
Is there okay? I'm going to talk to you, and I want your opinion. Is there a law that requires me to check my mail? Is there?
I think that there's are you getting at like?
Yes, I'm getting that. You know what I'm getting.
Do you have to go to your court date?
No, not court date. You go to court date because the police give you a ticket or an iPod. I'm talking about a traffic ticket or a legal notice. Like we legally noticed him by the mail and he never responded. Like, am I legally required to check my mail every day? And if so, fucking weird. Weird as fuck. It's the weirdest thing ever that they can mail a piece of paper to me. And what if is it illegal for me to say, I'm not checking that fucking mail and just burning all my mail? Is that illegal? Not read it?
No.
What's going on with the mail? And then I started thinking, well, this industry, the U.S. Postal Service has been losing millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars and just operating off like federal grants and shit and raising the prices of fucking stamps and trying to stay afloat. Just like the media, anything that's losing money and is still in existence, there's some other purpose. And then
to fill people in on that, we talk a lot about how major networks and things like that are just dying, that nobody gives a shit anymore. They have massive amounts of money pumped into them, and they get what? They
don't get any return. Well, any profit return. What
do you mean? Oh yeah, I know what I mean. I know what you mean, but they get all kinds of bailouts and
grants,
weird shit and grants
shit
and
that, and private organizations and NGOs and all this shit.
Whatever. If they're not there because they have a like a well-earned place in the market
because
anymore.
They want to make money.
They're there for brainwashing.
Right.
So
now you have the mail, which loses money. Everybody knows the mail loses money.
Right.
They just like dropped a day from mail service because we don't have enough money. Right. But then, so I get a red light traffic ticket and they send it to my house. Right. Right. So,
sure, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, no, okay, no. I got like 5 of them. But let's just say that I got a red light traffic ticket. They send it to your house, right?
Yeah.
They say you didn't fucking do this light thing, or you didn't stop at the light, or you rolled over the fucking line, or
I'm sorry, I just haven't looked at my mail for like a year and a half.
Now check this out.
And they go look out there, and there's like every fucking piece of mail you've had for the past year.
Now,
so what happens if
by opening it and reading it? Does that prove?
Yeah.
Okay, so then they say 1 month from today it'll be $200. 1 month from today it'll be $400. 1 month from today it'll be $900. Then it'll go into collections. Now, am I required to check my fucking mail and learn these things? Am I required to look at those pieces of paper I'm sent? And if so, is that a voluntary act of a legal sort of thing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I started thinking about this on the way over here because I got these tickets and they just keep coming. And it's just like, well, what if I didn't hear about the first one? You know what I'm saying? What is it illegal for me to not tell them where I live? Is my address? Am I in bondage to my home? Is it weird? Do I have to check my mail? Do I have to? Or can I just neglect it? Like you said, for a fucking year, go to court and be like, listen, these letters, they're fucking like sealed up. I didn't open these. What are you talking about? I don't even know what these are.
I'm seeing here, it looks like you're not legally required to have a mailbox.
So wow.
So they won't.
If I got rid of my fucking mailbox, they couldn't give me any more red light tickets because it's a voluntary thing. Mailboxes are voluntary. See, I'm onto something here.
Here you
I'm
go.
onto fucking something.
Well, like a lot of the stuff we're finding out about laws, it's the vampire rule.
Just came into my head the other day.
It's the vampire rule. They can't come in unless you invite them, and it works a lot of that shit with our legal system works that way. Like you have to accept that you're subject to their contracts and their rules. But this says, and I'm seeing the same thing on a bunch of on the sites, whatever. You don't have to have a mailbox. It's also legal to remove a mailbox. Hold on.
So,
no. Hang on, that might not be true. You must keep a mailbox, but you can personally refuse mail by marking the mail refused and putting it back in the mailbox.
Booyah.
So
you
I'm
on to
remove
something
your mailbox
here, right?
completely. You must sign a contrary order. Yeah, this is people like you who they're trying.
I just thought of this today.
Isn't it my right to refuse mail? I don't know.
Not refuse it, but I don't want to check it. So the act of you must check your mail daily. Now that's where it becomes weird. What do you mean refuse it? Refuse what? You're sending pieces of paper to my house. I don't want your pieces of paper. Isn't it my right to not take your pieces of paper that you want to send to my home? Because who sends you shit? Is it okay if you say if somebody sends you a spam magazine with coupons? You're like, I don't want this crap. So I mean, why do you need to take official documents? I mean, what's up with the mail? Do I need to check my mail? And if I do, that's weird. Even if you know what I'm saying.
All right, so I'm thinking this is pretty reliable. You're not legally required to have a mailbox. Let's see. What else? Newspapers and magazines, some shit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're legally required to have a mailbox. So, and it also says that everything seems to be saying that the USPS won't deliver without a mailbox. So, I'm not seeing anything that contradicts what you're saying here.
I didn't read anything about this. I just thought about it, and I was like, that's so weird that I'm obligated to check my mail every day. My mail? What the fuck is mail? What if you sending shit to my house? Get the fuck out of here! I don't want any of it. Take it. I don't want any. I don't want you to send me anything.
It's not going to be anything good.
When's the last time you got a personal handwritten letter?
Yeah.
They don't do any legitimate things. They start just like everything else. They start off legitimate, and then they fucking go to. I don't know. I don't like the idea that I'm required to check my fucking mail.
Andrea is back. We're talking about.
She's a fact checker. She should have been here this whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I had to save the cat.
We're trying to find out if we can remove our mailbox and therefore not be liable for any like notices that are legal notices that are sent to you, where your first notice is in the mail, like a red light ticket or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That doesn't sound like that would work.
I know it doesn't sound like it would.
Why? Because now when you say that, you agree with. You have to check the papers you're sent every day and read them and understand them. If you're reading and understanding something, you're obligated to check that every day. You're obligated to go to the front of your house and pick up pieces of paper and read them every day that you're sent. That is a weird medium of control. It's fucking creepy. I don't like it at all.
Get on your stupid little computer and figure this out.
You're feeling me, right?
Yeah.
You're with me, right?
Yeah.
It's weird that you have to fucking do that. It's paper and language is a weird medium. And you're obligated to pick this fucking piece of paper up and read it? That's such a weird thing. What if I don't want to fucking read? Matter of fact, what if I don't know how to read?
I just want to be left alone.
Precisely. Now, what if that's the case? What if you don't want to have mail? What if I don't want you to send nothing to my house ever? Nobody.
Andrea, go.
What if I don't want to have an address?
I'm learning.
See, now it comes into play like, well, you have an address, don't you? Well, what if I don't want an address? Why do I have an address? See, this is where I started thinking earlier.
All right. I have no idea why. I mean, obviously you have to have an address so that they can keep track of you.
So they can arrest you.
Right.
When the time comes.
What if you don't? But what requires you to have an address?
Because we choose to live.
Is it voluntary because you need to have your mail sent to you? Because is it voluntary? You know what I'm saying? If I move somewhere, I build a home on nothing. Do I voluntarily go to the post office and say, here's my, or the department comes by and some department comes by and issues me an address? What if you told them, hey man, I don't want one, get away from me? You obviously agreed to something somewhere, somehow.
So, I get what you're getting at here. We were talking about how they need the major networks to stay around, for certain purposes, to push certain ideas in society, whatever. And they may also need the mail system, even though there's so many better choices with private, businesses that are way more reliable and quicker and don't break your packages as much and shit. There's better choices with private, UPS and FedEx and stuff are, and their employees aren't complete fucking dickbags every time you walk into the fucking place.
That's because it's run like a penitentiary.
What? The Postal Service?
No, UPS and shit. They're more reliable because they're so fucking well watched because they're they're in competition.
So
the post office, they're just employed forever.
What we're saying is the mail is still around for some other purpose. Like they need people on a grid. They need people to have without the mail, the idea that you needed an address would, you still need to get other stuff delivered or whatever. But I mean, is that what you're saying though? Is that what you're kind of getting at there? There's some other purpose for having the postal service.
I'm thinking that addresses may have started because you needed shit delivered, but then we created phones, and then I don't think that I think that they kept it going just to control us and keep us legally binded to time.
All right.
Meaning,
can we get rid of our mailboxes or what? Yeah?
Yeah.
So we can get rid of our mailbox.
You can remove your mailbox, which will mean that all of the mail that is supposed to be delivered here will be returned as not deliverable. And then the post office will send out a thing to anybody trying to contact you that says that you are no longer at that residence and you left no forwarding address.
All right. So what happens to your red light ticket?
What happens to your red light ticket?
I guess you're probably...
They hit you when you try to renew your license. That's what happens.
Yeah, and you're probably still responsible because you know that you have been receiving mail for your entire life. So if you don't forward it, you have to go get it from the post office.
But in this... Whoa. See, now it's getting weirder. So I'm obligated to go to a post office?
I guess, yeah.
To get my mail if I don't. No, why am I obligated?
Well, if you don't want to get in trouble for the red light ticket that you didn't receive.
Nobody told me I had to go to the post office daily and check. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? I'm supposed to know that?
You don't have to go daily.
Or else I'm legally obligated. Well, red light ticket gets to the post office. It's my obligation to go get my red light tickets and check if I have any?
Yeah.
Bullshit. How is that so? I'm obligated to go get and check with the government if they need money for me for anything? That seems creepy and weird.
No, you're supposed to check to see if you have any correspondence that they're storing for you.
What is a correspondent? What if you just want to hang out?
What?
What if you just want to hang out?
And not get your mail?
Yes.
Then you're responsible for not getting your mail.
What do you... Okay, so what do you mean?
So they'll still hold you responsible for the ticket that you didn't pay or didn't go to court for because they sent it to you and it's your fault that you didn't get it. It's not their fault you didn't get it.
We're not talking about court dates. We're talking about court dates come from, like criminal court dates, they always come from the cops. They give them to you. You got them in hand. You're not at the mailbox.
That's not true. I've received plenty of court dates in the mail.
From traffic and shit?
Yeah.
But what if you... I don't see the mail. See, the mailbox is how they keep us in line.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of my mailbox tomorrow.
All right. You're still going to have to pay your red light ticket.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Nobody ever...
If you say so.
See, but this is the point. Why do I think this is so weird? Why do I feel this is so weird? That you have to... that I'm obligated to check pieces of paper that are sent to my home that I'm supposed to register with... I don't understand it.
I mean, I think you're kind of onto something, but I don't know how much further we can go with it right now.
No, me neither, but I just think it's fucking odd.
All right, why don't you try? Get rid of your mailbox and then report back to us.
I live with other people that are fucking pussies, and they won't do anything cool that I want to do.
Yeah, it's really cool if you take your mailbox out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's weird. All
right, what else did we miss on Sunday, Andrea? You had this stupid fucking list, right?
Yeah, I have a stupid list. We don't have to do it. I was just going to use it to kill some time.
You were trying to test me and see if I knew what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
And I got them all right so far, right?
Yeah, 2 for 2.
2 for 2?
Yeah. So that's pretty good. First, I want to talk about the appendix, though.
Yeah.
which is that scientists think that they've finally figured out exactly what the appendix does for the modern man. Which, until this point, everybody thought that the appendix was used for digesting bone a really long time ago, and that we've evolved away from it. But apparently,
the
people
Earthling still digests bone once in a while.
No, I already know that. I already know what it is for.
Right down the
what
gullet.
What is it for?
He digests
It's
a bone
for
down his
releasing
throat. That's a dick.
enzymes
He
to
sucks
help
dicks.
digest uncooked seeds.
Close, yeah.
Or
I'm sure that's part of it. Yeah,
yeah, and nuts.
It's
stuff
used
like that.
for helping balance your bacteria in your gut. It's used as like a good bacteria reserve where it holds stuff to release to counteract bad things that are happening in your gut.
3 for 3.
That wasn't one of them. That was a completely different article about the appendix.
No. What do you mean?
All right, what's the next thing?
All right, next thing. We have water does not drain differently in other hemispheres.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, I was just thinking about that the other day. I
didn't know that.
I was looking at the drain in the tub and thinking about that Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the picture they have for this is of Bart Simpson trying to make the water go backwards at the
There's
toilet.
actually a video of like on the equator in I'm guessing Ecuador in South America. They have the tourist and they make them pay them like $10 or whatever, $15, and they go to one side of the equator and it spins this way. Then they go to the other side of the equator and it spins that way. And then they go to the middle and it just drains straight down. And they show how they like fool everybody.
How they like con people into
con
thinking
people into
that's-
thinking
yeah.
that it's like a big thing.
Well,
All right.
Now, in a lot of ways, it is true, but it only applies to very large masses and especially air masses. So, in like a hurricane on the southern hemisphere spins differently than one on the northern hemisphere.
All right. That sucks.
But it doesn't work like the toilet does in the Simpsons episode.
It's gay.
So, all right. So you're 3 for 3 then.
Well, I knew those two as well. It's 5.
That's 4.
All right.
All right.
Go. What's the next?
No, this is.
Mother birds do not abandon their babies if you touch them.
I knew that forever. But
You
squirrels
never-
do kill themselves if you see
And
them
neither-
like burying their nuts. They'll kill themselves.
Neither do human mothers. That's what I was going to say. You walk up and you touch them and they grab them right away from you.
Now, that was
Take 'em
something that I
far
was
away.
definitely told when I was a kid. But
No, I do remember that myth that if you don't touch the baby because the mother will abandon
it'll
it.
never touch
You've
it
heard
again.
that.
Yeah.
Don't touch
But that's not
the
true.
baby.
I knew that wasn't true.
Touch the baby.
Here's one that I kind of don't care about. Hamlet was not a completely original work written by Shakespeare.
Who gives a shit?
It was adapted from something else, I guess.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
who
we
cares?
don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck Shakespeare.
Blood is not blue at any point.
I knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
nobody-
knew
I knew
that
that for
too.
sure.
A
Nobody
lot of
thinks
people
blood is
believe that.
blue.
No, a lot of people believe that, and they say that when it hits the air, it gets oxidized and
Not
turns
true.
red, and that's why you
But
can't see it.
But
when
if
it's
you
blue.
take blood, you can make it turn blue.
By dyeing it blue.
No, I think by extracting oxygen from it. I think that's the way it works.
Are we just trusting this list?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh no, it's got supporting information here. I'm just not reading all.
All right,
the...
whatever.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. You can make blood turn blue by a process of like sucking oxygen out of it, but it's not blue inside of your body. I
Right.
think that's the thing.
All right, I'll take that. Yeah.
I'm always right. You can look up everything.
Swimming and eating does not cause cramps.
Well, no, swimming causes cramps. I've been swimming like 10 times in my life and cramping my fucking leg and shit because your muscles aren't
There
used to doing that.
is absolutely no correlation between eating, swimming, cramps, and drowning. If you think about it, the logistics don't even make sense. Eating can't cause muscle cramps, which might inhibit a limb and prevent you from swimming around, but even still, you could just float until they pass.
Great.
Um,
I knew that one too.
Oh, here's a good one. Wait, you guys will like this. The Earth does not revolve around the sun. You did know that. You were already on board with...
Duh. I was on board with I don't know how to pronounce it. He couldn't even say it. I don't even know what his name is.
This is just saying that there are lots of things that impact the orbit of the Earth, including the other planets in the solar system, and it's not just dependent on the sun. So the planets all kind of orbit around each other, and also the sun.
Yeah, I knew that as well. Actually, the sun's moving. The
Sure
sun's moving.
you did.
Well, the sun's moving forward, and they're all corkscrewing behind it. They're actually set back slightly, following it. as they all spin, and they all work off each other, of course. It's called tidal forces. It's been around forever. No
Yeah.
big deal.
Has it really?
Yeah. What else you got?
So what else?
Goldfish do not have a 3-second memory span. It's actually much longer.
I knew that 100%.
400%?
400%. When I was a kid, I had an aunt, and she would feed her fish, and she'd tap her nails in the corner, and then feed them. And she'd tap her nails in the corner, and they would fucking all zoom up there. And I was like, that's bullshit right there, because they had a memory that they knew they were getting fed from the day before. So I knew that. So I did know that. So what else you got?
Goldfish can actually be trained.
Here, fishy, fishy.
Yeah, right. Like I just said.
Here, fishy, fishy,
I know all of these. I was never fooled, ever.
Different parts of your tongue do not taste different things.
Of course not.
You taste all things with all parts of your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they showed me that chart in school, I was like, are you fucking stupid? So that's not true, because shit tastes sweet on the tip and it tastes sweet everywhere.
Yeah.
Or sour.
So stupid.
Everybody knew that.
All right. There are not only 5 senses. There are many more than 5 senses. Although I'm not sure I'm on board with all of them because they include pain and temperature as senses, but I just feel like that's part of touch, right? And they also describe hunger as a sense, but I don't know if I would call that a sense. What do you think?
That one, I don't really have nothing to say about that. I kind of agree with that.
With me?
No, it's different. I actually read an article about I saw something. Hot sauce actually tricks like vital receptors in your mouth into thinking that you're on fire, and that's why you start to sweat and shit because it thinks that you're like on fire.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I mean, it is kind of a different thing.
All right.
Is it it?
No, we got more. Gum does not take 7 years to digest.
Of course not. It takes like 1 day and you shit it out.
It's just like a regular food. Yeah,
Why,
obviously you knew that. George Washington's teeth.
Swallow my
We're not made out of wood. So you're gonna just say the first 3 letters.
All right,
of the next
we'll
one.
do that.
Do the first three words.
The Great Wall of China.
Cannot be seen from space.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me the next 3 letters.
Keep rolling.
Vikings did not
land in the United States.
No.
Where
die in battle to go to heaven.
Nope.
Wear helmets.
Did not
wear armor.
Oh, you're very close.
Swords. Have swords.
No.
Axes. Shields.
Your first comment was the closest.
What did I say?
About helmets.
Wear hats.
Vikings helmets did not have horns.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh.
Keep going. Give me the first 3 words. I got this.
Poinsettias.
Or flowers.
That's not. Yeah, that's true. How about
poinsettias?
Poinsettias are not.
Not advantageous to the immune system?
No, they're poison. They're not poisonous.
Not poisonous.
Yeah,
I
everyone thinks.
I never thought that.
Everyone thinks
That's
they're
weird.
poisonous.
Keep going. I'll get another one.
All right.
What else you got?
Cracking your knuckles.
Will not cause arthritis.
Okay.
Damn. That was quick. All right.
Your fingers do not wrinkle. Your fingers do not wrinkle.
What?
What?
Prune. Your fingers do not prune from.
All right, so we're reading a list of. We're reading.
Your fingers do not wrinkle from. I don't know. They don't prune from water because there's no pores on that side of your hand.
Yeah, they don't wrinkle from absorbing water.
They wrinkle because there's no
Oh,
pores.
I forgot how we were doing the game. I was like, is that the whole thing?
I know everything.
So we're reading a list of what?
All right, what else?
Commonly
popular facts that are actually total lies.
Okay,
right,
you got another one?
Yeah, I got another one.
All right, you're gonna read the first half. We're gonna guess it. Go ahead.
Flies do not.
Oh, they do not take shits.
No.
Flies do not. They don't listen to people when they're on a wall.
Nope.
Flies do not have 100 eyeballs?
No.
Flies do not fly. Flies do not.
No, hold on.
Should I give you another word?
One word.
Live.
A day? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that it?
For 24 hours, yeah.
Okay,
Flies
got it.
live much longer than
Bam.
24 hours.
How long?
At least
How
I
long?
nailed
How
it.
long?
Anywhere from 20 to 30 days.
What?
That's not true. I had one fly living in my house for years. I'm not kidding you. One fly.
Oh, he was
Years.
special.
No, he's still there.
He
He
says the
still
same
is
thing about some
special. He
spiders.
was. Don't say he was special. He is special.
Okay. I think this is the last one. Wait, let's see.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is the final one on the list here.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Orange, the fruit.
Did not inspire orange the color.
No, backwards. It wasn't named after orange, the color.
It's close.
The color was named after the fruit.
Orange the fruit.
Before oranges,
All right. What?
before oranges were introduced to English-speaking areas, the color for orange was yellow-red. That's what they would call orange. It was yellow-red until they met oranges, the fruit, and they were like, "Oh, that looks just like this color. We'll call that color this fruit."
So it's backwards what I said.
Yep.
So I was the sucker when I heard that one, huh? Motherfucker. That's pretty interesting.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it. Those are all the things. Trix knew just about all of them.
And I'm an alcoholic, folks.
Damn.
Yeah, all these faggots out there, they don't even know what the hell's going on. I was watching Jeopardy the other day. I fucking would have won that shit for sure.
Oh, yeah, I always say that.
No, I would have. This one was like right up my alley. Like it was like.
Was it kids' Jeopardy?
No, it was like religion. It was like everything I've ever fucking been in. Like religion, UFOs, things that began with TV, terminal
Racist.
velocity, and all this. It was fucking awesome, dude. It was like my Jeopardy. I would have fucking won
Like
100
racial
stacks.
slurs for 800.
Do you know how easily I'd win that?
What's on TV at 4:30
I could come
a.m.
up-
for
I can
for
come up,
6?
I can come up with a racial slur for any letter of the alphabet.
That's a daily double.
Any letter of the alphabet. Even
Q.
Q?
I was just gonna say the
They
same
both
thing.
said Q.
Why'd you both
That was
say
weird.
Q? Fuck, that's the worst letter ever.
All right, and
You
on that
queer.
note, let's
Quaker?
go.
Quaker.
All right, hold on.
That's a racial slur.
Let's go to.
It is a racial slur.
Let's.
It is actually. See, got another
It's
word.
not a
Letter. Yes, it
racial
is.
slur. No,
It's religious racial slur.
Okay, well, you didn't say religious. Now let's go to.
It's a slur.
Okay, so what? let's go to. So was every other sentence out of your mouth, by the way.
Oh, like a language slur?
Yeah, like
Good one.
like a speech impediment.
Yeah, like a
All right,
speech impediment.
Yeah. Let's go to Sunday show. I've got the clip of the. All right, so to fill everybody in who wasn't listening earlier or Sunday, we got attacked by a bunch of fucking faggots from 8chan. Actually, there were some of them were pretty fucking hilarious, and we had a good time. They attacked the show. Not sure why, but one kid got a little bit pissed off and tried to swat us, but he was a little bit off in his geographical aim there. So we got a call from the Spokane Police Department on the show. You guys want to check it out?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right, well, go ahead. Answer it. Fuck it.
Okay.
This was Sunday's show. Here we go.
Yo.
Hello, this is Spokane Crime Check. Did you just call this number?
It's what?
Yeah, this is Spokane Crime Check. We just got a call from someone. It said that it was calling from this number. Did you call us?
Well, sir, you're calling a radio show right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, sorry, this is a radio station, you said?
This is a radio broadcast called the Sunday
Did you say
Overdose.
Spokane?
Spokane, Washington?
Yeah, Spokane, Washington.
No, sir.
Spokane what? Crime check?
What is that?
Yes.
What does that mean?
What is that?
Spokane Crime Check here. It's the non-emergency number for 911 in Spokane.
Oh,
Is
somebody.
that the best they could think of?
If you are actually a legitimate person and not an actual official, that's fucked up. But if you are an actual official, somebody has been threatening to swat us all night.
Yeah, this
So,
we're doing it. We
we
do
do
like
a live-
we do a
live
YouTube
broadcast.
Let me tell them. We do a YouTube like live show, and somebody's been fucking with us and telling us they're spoofing our number. So that might be what's going on.
Okay, so somebody was possibly using your number there to call us?
Exactly.
Oh no, actually,
someone
they
was
called,
mimicking our number.
Yeah, they called us with our own number.
Yeah, nobody.
We can't even dial out from our phone.
And then threatened to SWAT us.
No, we don't. We
can't dial out from our phone because it's a Skype number that cannot make calls.
Yeah, we actually can't make calls.
We can't make calls because we don't pay the $30 for the service because we're poor.
So
But-
just to let you know, you're on our show right now.
Yeah, you are on
so,
live. Yeah, we have to let you know that. Obviously, you are on live radio broadcast. We are.
Gotcha. Well, sorry to interrupt your guys' thing. Then, though, are you guys based out of Spokane, or is this a totally different area?
We're way across the country. We're out of Chicago.
Out of Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday evening overdose.
All right. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys letting us know. But
I ask you,
dispatchers may try to give you a call back to clarify the situation.
Well,
just
that's
'cause
fine, too.
Somebody said some pretty strange things when they called us. So I'll go ahead and let them know, okay?
Hold on. Can I ask you one thing? Are you interested? Are you interested in like paranormal, UFOs, like science and things like that?
Not really. Just
then you wouldn't like our show.
The job here. All right, so I'll go ahead and let you go if you guys don't know what the whole calling thing was about. Then, okay?
Somebody's
we
trying,
do know. No,
we do. Somebody's trying to swat
about.
us.
Yeah,
they even said it on air. We have it recorded.
Somebody who doesn't like our show called the show and has been trying to fuck with us all night and has been saying, "Hey, send us messages saying he's hacking us and this and that." So I'm sure it's the same person.
Gotcha.
So probably sounded like a 12-year-old.
We named him Cunt Boy. So
yeah,
if you wanna,
we called him Cunt Boy. So you might respond to that.
If you want to write down Cunt Boy in your little notebook there, that'd be good.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, take care then. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. That was last week, or that was Sunday. I just wanted to play that clip.
It was decent. Nice clip.
I love it when you're trying to get him interested in the show, and he's like, "Nope, I'm not, and I'm just trying to do my job."
Who the fuck's working at Crime Watch at 1 a.m. and wouldn't be like, "Yeah, what do you mean? I'll check it out." Like, what is he doing? He's in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
And I
else
like
on.
how we both said like Spokane, and he's
But
like,
he kept saying Spokane.
Spokane, and we're just like, you in Spokane? Our shit fucking accents.
That must be how they say it, Spokane. Yeah. He tried to help us out with that, but we did not pick up on it.
No.
Spokane?
You said Spokane, Washington?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I told him to write down Cunt Boy in his little notebook. I'm sure he did too.
He guaranteed he did.
Yeah. So I found this other fucking thing I thought we could do. Paranormal Corner. Listen to an EVP captured at Shady Lane.
Where's that?
I don't know. Andrea, figure this out for us because I just popped this up from my paranormal news feed, my secret paranormal news feed. Shady Lane Nursing Home. We'll get some background on this place. Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society investigator Kara Davidson was reviewing some audio footage from the investigation when she heard a faint female voice say something like, "Okay, it's Rachel." I don't know, this just popped up. I thought we could check it out. You want to hear it?
I want to hear it, but if it doesn't sound like it, I'm going to get pissed. You know I'm going to get pissed.
Oh, well, that's okay because they're not guests on our show right now.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to get mad if it's not real.
Well, I know, but sometimes you get angry at the guests on the show because their EVPs aren't good enough for you. I still say the one that you were pissed off about, you're retarded.
That was
for not
bullshit.
hearing
That
it.
one was
No,
bullshit. We can go back.
Everyone else heard it.
The Ross Allison one? Yeah.
Everyone else heard it.
That one was a big deal for me.
Let's check this out. Here we go.
You guys suffer from audio hallucinations.
Yeah, it's mass hysteria.
It's actually not incorrect, but it's not related.
Well,
hold on. I'm trying to play this.
Nuts. You guys are nuts.
There we go. Here's this EVP.
What is it supposed to say? Here's Allison? Or?
What's your name? Are you the one that was on our computer screen?
These guys are idiots.
Did you touch me?
What? What's going on here?
This is that actually just he forgot to edit that was his little micro recorder. He forgot to edit. He did an interview with his uncle right after this EVP session. Hold on.
Was the EVP right at the beginning or is it after that?
It's after he says, "Who is this?" It says, "This is Rachel."
Okay,
it's really quiet, but
really
you can,
hard.
Yeah,
I'm listening so hard
quiet.
right now.
What's your name?
But it sounded like this is Rachel, Rachel, like a turntable.
Rachel. It was like a paranormal DJ with Down syndrome.
Yeah, right. Yeah, come back. No, it's definitely the same sound looped like twice. Rachel, this is Rachel, Rachel.
Hold on.
Are you the one that was on our?
Oops. Too far. Hold on. Pull us back.
Rachel. I'm pretty sure it's a loop. Listen closely.
I hope they're not wasting their time talking to retarded people from beyond. That would be a kind of a shitty way to use all.
What's your name?
I don't know, man. That's not that good of a one. We've heard so many better than that on our show.
Yeah.
These ones that always get famous on the internet, our guests have played fucking 10 times better stuff than that on our show.
I've never
Some
seen
of the best
anything.
ones I've ever heard in my life are in our like paranormal interviews when the show started.
They're probably just fucking around, just recording stuff, phasing it out. And stuff.
Yeah. Fucking bums. You bums.
People will do anything to make money, man.
Oh yeah, like what kinds of things will they do?
Like that guy we covered he was 400 pounds and said was surfing and got bit by a shark. And he had like a chunk bit out of his surfboard. That
The guy that
look like
he was trying to sell a surfboard on Craigslist. He was trying to sell a surfboard for
Authentic shark bite surfboard.
Yeah, that was bitten by a shark. And the guy was like 400 pounds and clearly was not surfing.
Yeah.
And the piece of the fucking surfboard wasn't even like shark bitey.
Yeah.
It was like just like a chunk like you break off a graham cracker.
It was like he took a hacksaw and just hacked a fucking little even chunk out of it.
Yeah,
right. What else do we miss on Sunday, young Andrea?
A new underwater pyramid was discovered.
In Portugal?
Oh,
We
really?
like those.
Right near Portugal.
How did I know
Portugal. Maybe you read the article. I don't know. How did you know that?
Magic.
Yeah, because it couldn't have possibly been any amount of research.
No, last week we were supposed to cover it, so I had a list.
What do you got there? What do you got there? What do you got there?
We have an update. Okay, so they found what they thought was an underwater pyramid, but now things are suggesting. Let's see. It says.
Wait a minute. You just said underwater pyramid found, and the first fucking line you say is.
Except no, it's
not
been
a pyramid?
updated since the last time I read it. Further investigations are beginning to point to the possibility of an underwater volcanic hill based on more recent scans. So they scanned it with better technology, and now it looks more like a volcano.
Oh, because they couldn't really tell what it was at first because it was all
Right.
reefified.
Yeah, so they
algeified.
So they looked at it more closely, and I guess it looks natural now. So false alarm about the pyramid.
Good thing we didn't cover that shit because we would have been fucking looking like assholes.
Yeah. Well, there you
Good
go.
thing that didn't make it on the show. Go on. What else? What else did we miss on our little mop up session here?
Ooh, that was everything. That's everything we missed.
Really?
I didn't want to talk about anything else.
Oh no! 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 No!
You know, we didn't have a cocksucker of the week. Did we want to name one?
No, we don't.
Do we know one?
Who
do we hate?
Give me like 14 seconds. I can come up with one.
All right. What should we do for 14 seconds?
I don't know. You guys figure it out.
Come on, I even added the reverb on the fly there. That was good.
Did you think of...
What? No, I was mesmerized. I forgot what I was talking about. I was just like watching you guys just do that.
right, good.
I swear to God. I just. Come on now. Stop. Do you want me to go, or do you want to talk about the Vietnam War? Or no.
All right, what do you want to say about that?
What do you know anything about it?
War.
Here's
it's not a war. It was a conflict.
Right, Tricks, get it right. And here's what I know.
No, that was a fucking war.
Fuck.
Agent Orange. Hamburger Hill.
Mount Santo. No, that's just the thing. That's why. That's what I wanted.
Hamburger Hill again.
That's why. Say it again. That's a. You know.
Hamburger Hill.
She doesn't.
What?
That was
Do
good.
you know what Hamburger Hill is?
Yeah.
Do you know like here? That's what I wanted to mention about it.
Okay, what?
There were all these hills, like 1,500 hills,
Right.
And they were all numbered.
And some guys figured out they could make a lot of money off American soldiers if they set up some hamburger stands.
No. That's good, though. That is
well,
good. I'll give you that.
That is what happened.
But the weird part about this war is like, okay, there were all these hills. They all had numbers. They were like Hill 148, 987, 401, 4. You know, they had all these different numbered hills, right?
Right.
And they'd have the fucking the bunkers, like the Viet Cong. They were what were they called? The North, the NV.
Gooks, slant
NVC,
eyes,
whatever it was.
Gooks.
No,
Zipperheads.
Zipperheads is my favorite.
Yeah,
but they were the North Vietnamese. And they were the
Charlie.
They were Charlie, sure. And they were all bunkered inside of these hills. And like almost every it wasn't just Hamburger Hill. It was like all hill battles. And the American troops would rush in, and all of them would get murdered on the way up. But they'd figure out a way to fucking destroy the hill. And then once they took the hill, like Hamburger Hill, for example. After they took Hamburger Hill and they lost so fucking hundreds of troops, you know what I mean, and killed all the Vietnamese on it, they just left, and then the Vietnam just fucking took it right back. Like they would just siege these hills, and then they would leave, and they would take it right back.
Wouldn't they like?
It was an
torch
exercise of
everything,
some
though?
sort. No, they would blow up the tunnels, but that's it. They wouldn't I mean, they would napalm shit before they went in, but the weird part about it is go take that hill. They took the hill, and then they're fucking like, get off the hill. And they're like, go to this hill. And they go to that hill. And it was really weird. There was no objective. You know what I'm saying? It was like, take that hill because it's along that trade route that supplies that hill. So once you take the hill, why would you leave? Why wouldn't you say, I'm fortifying this position? They just left. It was a weird fucking war.
Yeah.
I was watching
it
shit
wasn't
on
a war.
It was a war. I think that's the most casualties we've ever had is there.
Yeah, that's why they don't call it a war, because if they called it a war, we would have lost. So they call it a conflict.
Oh, okay.
Because officially, America has never lost a war. That's a thing.
Oh, well,
large Coca-Cola.
It wasn't a war because it was really weird. Because here's the thing, like it's right next to Laos, and the Vietnamese troops were allowed to fucking
extra blood
because it runs across their fucking border. So the Vietnamese troops were allowed to move, you know, bombs, munitions, supplies through in Laos and come back into Vietnam. But the American troops weren't allowed to step over into Vietnam. And like Hamburger Hill was on the border of Laos and Vietnam, so the American troops weren't allowed to go into Laos. That's how you say it, whatever. So they would just retreat there, and the troops couldn't follow them. It was like a weird little like thing. But get this: American jets were allowed to bomb in Laos, but our troops were not allowed on the ground to stop the supply line. But our fucking planes could. But the North Vietnamese were fucking moving all their supplies down through Laos.
It's Laos.
I know. I never said it before.
Like you're a big drunk Laos.
Anyway, so they were able to fucking bomb supply lines in that fucking country, but we weren't allowed on the ground there, and it was weird. I don't know. I was just watching some shit about it today, and I didn't know much about it until today. And today I was like, what the fuck? That's a weird war. What they just like were doing nothing at all. There was no objective and shit, and that's why they had like movements in the street back then, because people were burning their draft cards. Like, if the president can tell us what the fuck we're there for, we'll go. You know what I mean? And then they were protesting, and they were like, police state now in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, fucking the National Guard was shooting people. shooting fucking college students and shit. Fucking police were beating the fuck out of people. Martin Luther King got assassinated. And JFK got assassinated. That was a crazy, crazy thing. That fucking.
I'm going out there to the jungle, man. I'm gonna sit around here and smoke my dope. I run the Canada shit.
Well, I hear that Vietnam is just lovely.
It's fucking a lot of people go there for vacation now.
Yeah.
Saigon.
I bet it's moist. I don't want to go there because it seems moist.
Did you know in places like that, like four children get blown up every week from landmine stepping?
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Fucked up. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
I knew you'd agree. No, that's true. You never. I think actually like Israel's one of those places where kids step on landmines all the time too.
Almost everywhere that's not the United States is one of those places. We're just in this like little bubble of perfection where shit like you don't just get blown up all the time.
Yeah. Nobody.
A lot of countries where you just get blown up a lot.
Nobody actually hurts you to your face, but you just get chemically fucking paralyzed and poisoned.
Right. I mean, what do you got?
It's a different experiment.
You got
works better.
You got a handful. You got 10 or 20 countries where you're not getting blown up. You're pretty sure you're not going to get blown up.
Great Britain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's probably 10 or 20 of them in there where you're like, okay, we're okay here. We're okay relatively. We're not getting blown up a lot.
Like Australia, those guys never get blown up ever.
Sure, and you got here. I mean, even though we've had our share of whatever, but you know, you're probably not going to get blown up like you're getting blown up when you live in Baghdad. Getting blown up every 8 years in Baghdad.
Yeah, easily.
Steadily. You're getting blown up, so like you've been like I like a 40-year-old man would be like, listen, kid, I've been blown up 4 times in my lifetime, like that kind of type of thing.
Yeah.
It blows you to smithereens, then the smithereens all slither back together and reform. Get blown
up
or sometimes, well, no, either what she said, or sometimes. Like a building gets blown up and you walk out, but you're just all like gunpowder black and your hair is standing straight up, you know, and you blink and just the whites of your eyes show. Blink, blink, blink. You know?
And then you like brush yourself
walk away
off.
like smoking,
a
little smoke off the top of your head.
You just have to walk off frame and then walk back into frame and you're fine.
Hey, how's it going? I got blown up again.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Well, fuck you, take your shoes off then. You gotta fucking soot all over the carpet.
No, you gotta take your shoes off in those countries anyway. You can't be walking on people's floors like that.
Well, that's why they fucking do that, because everybody's getting blown up constantly.
Covered in
soot all over your feet. Yeah.
God,
plus, I think you have to like wash somebody's feet if they're staying at your house or something. I don't know. Maybe Jesus did that. I don't. Whatever. Leave me alone.
Why is that a thing Jesus did? Is that?
I feel like you went kind of wide with that one.
Yeah, really.
That was a fucking big curveball. It didn't pull down anything though.
No.
No.
Well, yeah, the Vietnam War though, that was a fucked up
crazy
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it really is the last time that like a major portion of the country got up and said like, no, we're absolutely not fucking going along with this.
That's because they fucked us up pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Well, and nobody could really conceive of. I mean, they did a worse job. See, that's why they finally learned, hey, we need giant attacks. You know, because they had the Gulf of Tonkin thing to get us into Vietnam, I think.
Right.
Which turned out to be fake, by the way. That's an Alex Jones thing that he says constantly, but it is true.
No, that is true.
You know, and it's a that came out in like 2010, I think. You know, they declassified CIA documents that the Gulf of Tonkin was a staged event long enough after the fact that no one will give a shit, you know, anymore.
And no one
who was involved in, or they'll be 70, and the rest of us will go, hey, shut up. It's old people.
Stop asking me to do things for you. Shut up.
Yeah, it's like
I want to listen to your old fucking weird, slow-driven stories.
People that are old enough that like you don't really take them seriously anymore. Now that's all that's left that was involved in that. Like, you know, but they wait. You know, they wait for that long, and then anyways, there was no real justification. You know. They finally learned they needed huge attacks on citizens to get the real support, you know, because now they can't. You're not going to get the Vietnam thing now because too many people really believe, hey, we got to go get these terrorists. They look at what fucking happened. You know, they killed citizens. If it was an attack on a ship, they'd never get away with this long of a fucking war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the way that we spread information these days, it had to be something even more drastic.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
It was like an experiment or something. And even weirder, I watched like 5 hours of this shit of like vintage war footage, shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these guys are wearing like khaki t-shirts. Like, here's a fucking piece of aluminum that's an eighth of an inch thick. Have fun. It's like, what do you mean? I get to wear this khaki t-shirt and this little thin thing? And most of them died
the
from
helmet,
like,
you mean?
Yeah, most of them
okay.
died from like chest bullet wounds and shit like that. Fucking, because they didn't have any fucking armor. They didn't have no bulletproof vest or nothing. They're just like, just go over there and, you know?
Yeah.
But they did have bulletproof vests then, didn't they?
I'm sure they did.
They did. They already did, for sure.
I don't know. What was the real, you know what? I don't even know. What is the real fucking purpose of that war? I mean, is it just the same thing as always?
Yeah.
There's big business in war, you know?
It must be.
And behind the scenes, the lobbies are influenced by the wait, hold on a second. Military industrial complex.
No, there had to be something more to it.
You think so?
I think it was like a test or something like that, or I don't know. It was a weird scenario. Like I was like, okay, that was a pretty good documentary on Hamburger Hill. Let's watch this other documentary of this guy talking about his experience on another hill, charging up another hill. And I was like, okay, let's watch another one. It was about two guys taking another hill, and they all had different hill names. It was like a hill war. Like these guys were fortified in hills all over the country, and we were just like trying to take them, and it would guarantee casualties. I mean, you could just bomb the shit out of it to kill them all. We didn't take them for strategic positioning to fucking hold down the place. We just took them and then left and just killed everybody. So, I mean, they could have just bombed them and did that shit. You didn't have to fucking send people.
You think
up
there
there.
was a lot of a lot of experimenting going on, seeing how far people will go? You know, because the stories you hear about Vietnam are, I have to say, a lot worse than stuff I've heard about the current war.
I saw a lot of the footage and shit, and like dudes that were in it talking and shit, and they're just like completely fucked up about it. They'd be like crying. And
well, the kind of stories you hear about guys going nuts and torturing people. I mean, it's in when I was made the joke earlier about cutting somebody's dick off and eating it. Stuff like that is in like mainstream movies about Vietnam. You know, about them sexually mutilating people and carrying heads around and fucking bullshit and whatever. You know what I mean? We've all fucking seen that stuff.
You're talking about both sides, right? Just
I don't know.
fucking maniac
No, I'm talking
style.
about the Americans.
Oh no,
Yeah.
other people did that shit too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
nuts too.
But I mean, I guess maybe stuff like that is going on now. I don't know. Do you think so?
Yeah, it has to be, right?
I guess. I don't know.
I just feel like
they're
they
out
have to
there
be.
in the jungle going totally nuts.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're in like groups of 10 or 20 guys just out there for days, weeks, maybe. Who knows how long. Just fucking any second you could be firebombed by your own fucking people, napalmed, whatever, or just have these maniacs leap out of the fucking I mean, these guys are out there just going nuts.
Yeah.
And they become total savages. Like, I don't know if that's going on now.
And there were like booby traps and shit everywhere. You fucking landmines fucking everywhere. And like, yeah, right, you can get bombed by your own
Just
troops.
absolute
there
hell,
There were
dude.
artillery in the
Absolute
same
hell.
mountain you were taking as you were trying to take it. And one dude I saw, he was like crying and shit. He was like, the one thing that these war movies don't portray is like how incredibly loud the whole situation is. And if you're there, you'd be like, it's just the loudest thing in the world. It's like the loudest, just like crazy sound all the time, loud.
Yeah.
It sucks. You have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you never see earplugs in the war movies. See, to
Yeah.
me, if I'm going into a war, earplugs, a towel. I'm gonna want a towel. I'm gonna have. You want something to read for the several days that you're hiding after you have run away from the army that you're in, and you have to lay low for a while somewhere. You're gonna want something to read. I mean, you're gonna want a few things out there that they don't really ever show in the fucking movies. But yeah, no, that's if I'm in an army, we're running at the other army. I'm like, I'm just gonna slow down until I work towards the back. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah,
done.
Another thing I saw,
I'm retreating by myself. I'm just running away.
You can do that.
See you later.
Oh yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. And if like other officers try to stop you, like, where you going? I'd be like, the commander told me to take a message back to the general. It's super important. I'm following orders, sir. And I just keep running.
And just keep going.
Yeah,
Our
right.
pigeon died. I need to fucking run back
And
there.
another thing about it is, in all the fucking vintage footage they're showing me, it's like, supplies were running low. They were waiting on the airdrop. And like, there's like, it's like 7 guys blazing a cigarette. Like, supplies are running low. How many packs of cigarettes did you guys bring? You claim to be starving for 3 days?
Smoking opium
You're
and
on the
getting...
side of Hamburger Hill for 14 days with no supplies, and you're fucking all
You still
smoking
have
cigarettes. Like, but these men were starving, and it's just like 5 guys smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, that was part of the
In, like, a
rations
ditch,
back
like,
then.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would go fucking smoke opium and get blown by a 13-year-old, you know.
Saigon?
Oh, yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Man, those guys were having a good time.
They had it made.
You guys ever had real opium?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
you
I
talk
smoked
about
opium.
you talk about where you can't like go on a bus. You know, I mean you could get stoned as a motherfucker and you could still like get on a train, a bus, go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
You get high on opium, you're not going no. You're laughing your fucking ass off.
You can get on a
with your stupid friend and you can't go fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
You can walk down a dark street. That's about it. But if you pass anyone, you'll have that dumb, like, I've been laughing too hard for 45 minutes and my face is worn out look.
Yeah.
You know, your eyes are all fucking red, but your eyes are red, like, down to halfway down your cheeks and, like, up to your eyebrows. You're just one giant red eye creature just walking around, grimace face with a quivering jaw. I just look normal. Just smile at him. That was good.
Yeah.
Fucking opium, dude.
I always
God
really
damn.
liked opium.
Yeah. It's not around anymore.
No, I did it
Is that
every
just 'cause
6
we're not
months for a
in-
couple of years, and then I could never find
The first
it again.
time I ever smoked that shit, I was like, this tastes like flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
tastes
then-
like flowers
It
mixed
totally
with
tastes
like a
like
little
flowers.
bit of like a gasoline-ish kind of
Something.
thing.
And
Like
I was
there's
like-
like a weird like a weird
like chemical flour.
And the last time I
kind of yeah.
And the last time I smoked it, I was like, this tastes like flowers. And every time I smoke it, I'm just like, this tastes like potpourri.
Yeah.
You guys
it
are talking
does.
about the black tar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoked the red shit too.
Now, I've had liquid red stuff from Thailand. That was because I had a friend that went back and forth to Thailand, and they had these necklaces that were a giant wood bead. And the wood bead, you would never fucking expect it. It was such like an intricate, like hand-designed bead. But in the middle, it would just unscrew, and there was a vial of fucking opium in there. Now,
That's awesome.
some people will say there's no such thing as like red
You know that wood
opium
bead
or
was in
whatever, red
somebody's
rock
ass
or
at
whatever
one
people
point,
say.
right?
I don't know, huh?
You know that wood bead came here in somebody's ass, right?
I don't think so. I think my friend bought the beads there. He put them on it. He told me he just put them on his neck. and
Yeah,
went
he just
through.
put him on his neck and walked through security.
I don't
They
care
were
if it was in his ass. It
ass.
got me high as shit, dude. Give a fuck.
I bet it did.
It was hilarious. We put one little drop of this red shit. It was a liquid, and it was in a little vial, and we put one tiny drop on like a big nugget of weed, and we broke it up and smoked it. I'm talking we put like a fucking like one tiny eye drop, you know, and we smoked it, and we walked out. Me and my girlfriend at the time walked out to catch us. We were in New Orleans, and we wanted to catch a streetcar home. The streetcar stops. We're so fucking out of our minds
Just look
high
at him and giggle.
that we start walking up, and we both tried to get money, and we like bumped into each other, you know, and like tried to turn around at the same time and like hit each other, and we start laughing. And we're trying to get, and we just like collapse laughing. And then you look, and all the people that are just normal, you know, like you are when you're coming home from work, and you look at them, and they're all like coming home from work, they're just looking at you like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, and the guy's waiting for your money, and we just left. We're like, all right, fuck this. We just jumped off. We were on there for like a good 30, 40 seconds, you know, just laughing hysterically. They were like, sorry, we can't. Okay, just jumped off of there. Had to walk home. That's how great opium is.
Yeah.
You can't deal with another human who, yeah, I mean, it's really funny. anyways, that was my experience with that shit. And then that's
That
all
shit
we
makes me tired.
That's all we did for 6 days after that was smoke more of that opium. Yeah.
I smoked a bunch of it at the gathering with some fucking dudes. He's like, "You want to smoke some opium?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Here," and he pulled out a big ass bag and we're smoking it. But after that, I don't remember how it felt because I was so wasted. We just kept walking and doing other drugs and shit too. You know what I mean? At that point, you can't really.
Yeah, you can't
know
isolate
what one
which
drug
one
is doing anything to you.
Which is doing which of these things?
It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like, what's happening?
I'm
Would
just
it
like
have done this alone.
feels like I'm walking across a tennis net here, just trying to balance. I don't know what's pushing me which way.
Actually, when you're walking and you're moving and you're like at a place like that and shit like that, you don't even feel fucked up. You just keep getting more and more fucked up.
Oh
pretty
yeah, you
much.
can get to a point with drugs and booze.
You're just walking so fast and you're like, "What's up, guys?" Yeah,
and
drugs.
not sleeping. That you're just a machine
It's
of
over.
consciousness. You're just like, yeah, put it in. I don't care. Put it in. I'll analyze what it's doing, and I'll fucking deal with it. All right. I know we got bands to see and shit. We're fine. Fuck cocaine. Yeah. All right. Did I eat some mushrooms? I did. Give me a hit of acid. Let's go.
Like, yeah, no, and then you're, and then
you
10
just
hours
keep-
later when you're still up drinking, you're like, why the fuck do I feel so fucking funny right
How
now?
am I still
What's
alive?
happening to me?
What's
And
happening?
you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I took a bunch of drugs like 10 hours ago, and I'm on those drugs still. You don't even remember why you're
those are
walking
still
or where
there.
you're going.
No, it is nuts in your day-to-day life how you'll drink too much coffee and then crash and you'll be tired for some stupid reason, but then you go out for one of these excursions and for 3 days you're just a complete machine. You know, the things you can actually put your body through when you're having fun and you want to do the things you're doing. Excuse me. Doing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just hiccuping from
Years
you know,
and years
the
of doing what you
excitement
want to do at
yeah,
festivals.
I was just gonna
places
say
like that.
from probably from the toll on my digestive system, including my esophagus and this little acid reflux dealy down here.
Diaphragm.
It's from constant abuse of whiskey, other liquors and drugs, and the damage that it's done to my whole system here. That's probably what's going on there. Hiccuping.
Yeah.
An old hiccuping
The old-
drunk.
yeah, that's you.
An old
hiccuping drunk.
An old
The name
hiccuping
of your
drunk. That's
next
what I'm
record.
becoming. That's what I am now. Yeah. No, that is. I don't know. I got acid reflux. I'm fucking a mess, man. Stomach hurts all the time. I don't know.
Yeah. That
Skin's
sounds
falling
terrible.
apart. Everything's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's no good.
Mm-mm.
Probably gonna die soon.
Yeah. No, yeah, right.
It's been nice knowing you.
I feel like certain things can keep people alive. For
Yeah.
example, alcohol can keep you alive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because if you start to think you're dying too much, you'll die. You just keep drinking booze, you won't die. You just be like, I'm going out and getting fucked up tonight, and you can stay alive on a substance like that, even if you are really supposed to be dying.
All right.
I hope so. Right, guys?
That would be great for me. Yeah. If that
Whatever
were true,
you say.
let's cross our fingers.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know. Should we call it a night here?
Yeah, it's time for cigarettes and shit. Fuck these people. Put them on a good record. They can listen to that shit. I'm done with them.
What are we doing this Sunday, Andrea? We got anything?
Boy, I'm sure we do. Let's take a look.
Let's give them a little sneak peek at what's going to be going on this Sunday.
I have a feeling we'll talk about police.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We have you know what we should do this Sunday? Do you guys want to review the Bachelor's Grove documentary this Sunday?
Yeah, let's do that
it's
this
gonna
Sunday.
take a lot of work, and it's gonna piss me off real bad.
Yeah, you'll have to do more stuff
It's
on
an
top
hour
of
long.
the stuff that you already usually do.
Yeah. There's it's an hour long. It's not that bad. It's an hour-long documentary about Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. That's some fucking
You showed me many parts of it.
hack paranormal
That's what I'm saying.
investigators.
It's gonna make me angry to watch those motherfuckers.
Oh, it's so funny though.
Thanks
We
for
have
taking
to,
my
we
work
have to
ethic
make fun
into
of it.
this, though. I didn't mean that. But
It's the stupidest paranormal documentary of all time.
It's
It's got like 20,000 views or some shit, and not that many, but it's got some.
I just remember one
amazing amount of views on YouTube. It has no evidence in it. It has nothing. It's just a bunch of fools, just a bunch of fucking
running around over there,
buffoons. Yeah, and one guy is kind of a well-known. For being like a charlatan around my neighborhood, actually in my area. He does like ghost tours around here. And
what is a charlatan? I'm sorry.
Like a guy who purports himself to be one thing like like an expert or a skilled, but he's not. You know, he's a fraud. He's a phony. He's like a whatever. Right.
That's your vocabulary for today.
So he's a charlatan. But we're gonna hopefully expose a couple of these fucking whack paranormal investigators around here who don't do anything cool, and but these guys make a lot of money off these stupid little tours where they just perpetuate the dumb little folklore stories, but they call themselves investigators.
Do they really make a lot of money? Are they making like fucking like $130 a day and struggling like everybody else?
That's a lot of money for being an ass who doesn't do anything useful.
That's.
Hey, come on! Why are you go with our fucking angle here?
Yeah.
We're trying to put a show together.
No, those guys are fucking stale. When you show me that
There
clip,
you go.
he was just
I'll
tell you, he was in the middle of the one clip I remember. He was in the middle of the woods, and he's like, "Oh my god, I see it right there!" And he radios his other cameraman. He's like, "Once my other cameraman gets here, he'll surely have all the answers." And they're just like standing there, like breathing and looking around. They have no idea what's going on.
No, they're looking for the disappearing
but
house.
nothing happens.
The disappearing
house.
house.
Dramatic and shit.
They're looking for the disappearing house out in the woods. And they're like, I think I see it. And they just all start running. They take off running like a bunch of fat losers.
Away
through the
or
woods.
towards?
Towards, trying to get it. And then they get into this little clearing, and the guy's like, it's not here. It's not it. I thought it was it, but it's not. He's like yelling to the other guys like, yeah, I thought it was a house, but it's not the house. And they left this whole like 3-minute clip in the stupid fucking documentary. Oh, this thing is fucking great. We're going to rip it to pieces.
I can't wait.
If you guys want to check it out ahead of time and get some laughs, it's called The Real Bachelor's Grove on YouTube. You can check that out. We are going to rip it on Sunday.
Is there anything else we're going to talk about?
I don't know.
I do just want to offer one more tidbit about the Vietnam War. I got a message from one of our listeners.
Something
that
I already
didn't
know.
see
You
at
know
the
that,
time.
right?
It was
say the first half of it, see if he knows it.
Say the first half of it, see if I know it.
The Vietnam War was supposed to be about
defending democracy against communism.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
also
everybody
known
knows
as
that's
the red threat.
I wasn't
you
asking
posed that question earlier.
No, I wasn't asking what the mainstream explanation for the war was. I'm asking what's the conspiracy explanation.
Oh, what's the real explanation?
Well, yeah, what was the real?
But I guess
down
that
low
one just
explanation. Who said that?
Our mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
so
Mom.
I was right, though, right?
Yeah, you were right. I mean, you didn't use the exact same phrasing as her, but yeah, it was right.
That's how they sold it.
Right.
Yeah.
The red threat.
Right. It was against communism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. And everything.
USA.
Earthling. Fuck that shit, dude. I'm like batting 1,000 tonight. Right?
Yep.
You better agree with me because you'll find out that I'm right later on. What the fuck?
We'll be back.
No, we won't.
We won't?
Sunday. Yeah.
We'll be back Sunday.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And I'll have something crazy as fuck to talk about. You guys know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Unless somebody calls you a girl, then you won't show up.
Uh-oh.
And I'll have to talk.
Then he'll kick off his heels and take a bubble bath, light some sunny candles, and have a nice relaxing evening at home.
Listen to Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah, listen to George Norrie.
Listen to George Norrie with a glass of wine.
Like a queer. All right, well,
good night.
I guess that's the show. Great job, guys.
You think it was a great job?
Yeah, I think it was great. Good night.
I think it was great.
See you Sunday.
I knew everything today.
Hello, you're on the Thursday evening Overdose After
Or
Hours
this-
Overdrive edition
Hello.
for assholes.
All right. Well, I qualify. I just thought it was brought to my attention earlier that you guys were talking about the Vietnam War.
God damn.
Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Sorry, you called after the show. We're drunk now.
I'm not drunk.
No, she doesn't drink. I am. I'm drunk, and I think you should tell us about the Vietnam War.
Well, the Vietnam War there was a speech that Dwight Eisenhower gave in 1956 warning about the military-industrial complex.
Okay.
And everybody ignored it, including, the hell is all that?
Nothing.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, I'm listening at least.
But Eisenhower gave a speech in 56 warning about the military-industrial complex. And he was he was the political head of the European theater in World War II, which was wildly successful. Not because of him, but, he was the political wing of it. He knew what he was talking about. He was a West Point grad, not, in the top of his class or anything, but he knew about military, and he knew about the politics of World War II, and he certainly, he became president, based on, you don't become president without understanding the political will of the country.
Excuse me. You said he became president of
Yes, he did.
Of what country?
The United Snakes of America.
Ooh, a little shot. Took a little shot there.
So he was a president, and he warned about this whole thing, and nobody listened to him. Everybody kind of figured, fuck, lame duck, part of his presidency. So along comes Kennedy, who promotes the whole violence thing, and just took it to new levels. And they manufactured, there was a guy named, I think his name was McNamara. Was it John McNamara?
Was he an actor on 24?
He was no, he was an actor in Washington.
Oh. You mean a politician.
But they manufactured this Gulf of Tonkin incident.
Yeah, we talked about that. We covered that.
Well, I don't know what you covered and what you didn't, but I can tell you this. I can tell you what the social implication of it was.
Go ahead.
They kidnapped an entire generation. I was part of the people that were born in the 40s and 50s were the recipients of this fucking Vietnam War.
Right.
And you still had the SS, whatever that was, the Selective Service, the draft board.
Right.
We were all subject to that. So growing up, when you were 13 years old, if that was whatever year that was during the Vietnam War, you just assumed you were going to get drafted, and,
Right.
They basically took away the youths of, or if you prefer the Utes.
Utes.
They took away the Utes of all of us, you know, of the people that grew up in that period. And then to have it, and then not only that, now so there's 47, you know, it's almost 48,000 people that died in Vietnam, Americans, and you know, countless gooks. But you know, you look at the whole thing, and it was just they robbed us of our childhood. Guys my age, you know, they just robbed us.
And they left us out here in the jungle. You ever seen any
All right, well,
shit?
it was really nice. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
You ever seen any shit?
Oh, I've seen shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what do you think? What do you think, though, like, as concisely as you could put it, I mean, you being from that generation and having, obviously, taken an interest in this, what do you think is the... What do you think is the behind-the-scenes motive for the whole war, as concisely as you could put it?
Well, it generated a lot of money for particularly Hughes Aircraft, TRW. I mean, these West Coast firms were just absolutely thriving, and I have first-hand accounts. I mean, I got a cousin in California who worked for Hughes, and I got cousins that worked for TRW. I mean, it was a major economic boost for the country.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm not really sure.
I'm confused. What did you say, TRS?
Yeah, TRW.
Or TRW, what is that?
Well, look it up. It was in the 70s and 80s, it was a major, it was a huge corporate conglomerate that did war contracting and credit. They were tied to the banking system, and you know.
All right.
Yeah, you know, I mean, seriously, they kidnapped an entire generation with that.
With what?
With the draft. Have you not been listening?
Yeah, I have. I've been focusing. I've been focusing a little bit more on trying to do some production around this whole thing, though. You know.
Well, I think the operative word here is moron.
Yes, we want more on this topic. Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you say they kidnapped a whole generation? What do you feel like, even if you didn't go to the war, what do you think were the effects on people?
Well, I didn't go to war. So I know what the effect on me was.
What was that?
Well, you know, I had a very...
Wait a second. Was it bell-bottom jeans and dope? And wasting your time?
Yeah, yeah, I did all that. But, you know, the main thing was I never figured on living this long. Never. I mean, it was so far, beyond what I believed. Here it is, 50 years later, and I'm kind of surprised, that here I am. Whereas, previous generations had at least contemplated it. If people didn't necessarily plan for it or do it right, that was one thing. But people of my generation just kind of looked at it like, why the fuck would I bother with this? They're gonna figure out a way to kill me.
I know, totally.
Well, whatever, I'm not trying to...
Veronica, come over here. Veronica had something to say. Just come over here, please. Come over here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm going to come over there. I'll come over there and kick your fucking ass.
I was going to say that as somebody who rarely speaks with you, it's kind of interesting to hear. So, I appreciate you sharing your stories and how you feel. And that's all.
Well, I'll tell you what. They took away our childhood, from a whole generation.
Doesn't everyone's childhood get taken away at some point? I mean, how long can you really hang on to it?
Well, you can hang on to it until 9, right?
I don't know. Are you saying that that you couldn't?
No, it couldn't be done. In the time I grew up, it couldn't be done.
Why?
Because there was
a war.
No, it didn't start that way. It started with the House Un-American Activities, Joseph McCarthy, those hearings, and then they had a House hearing on the mafia guys.
Oh, right. Muggsy.
Right after that, there was a guy named Estes Kefauver was the head of that commission.
Okay.
And he wore a coonskin cap.
But who wore it better? Who wore it better, him or Davy Crockett?
So I'm going to go with Davy Crockett. I don't know for sure, but the whole thing was when I was a kid, that was on TV. And Estes Kefauver was this major fucking square. And he's got these guys, on October 16th, did you actually, squeeze the balls of an American, yeah, yes, I did. But everybody in that whole fucking House, inquiry, every one of them just said, nah, I'm going to have to plead the fifth. And nobody answered the question.
So, okay, wait, are we talking about the communist hunt, like the Red Scare? Is that what was going on right here?
Tilt it. There you go. Yeah, no.
Are we talking about like the Red Scare here, like the communist hunt? Is that what you were talking about here when you're
No. I remember the very end of that when McCarthy, when they kind of drummed him out. But no, I watched the whole Kefauver Commission on organized crime.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello.
How many good young men of your generation did you see destroyed by the Vietnam War?
I had about 4 friends.
Did
that-
you see? Was it? I mean, it seems like so much more of a common thing that it is with our generation. A lot of our generation went off to this war, but there wasn't the like social martyrdom, and there wasn't the kinds of dramatic.
That'll come.
You think
it'll come?
That happened?
Yeah, back in the 70s, there wasn't the social martyrdom.
Does that?
There was we were dealing with guys, buddies of ours that were dead.
Does that happen with? Does that happen with time? The way that we perceive that, is that only something?
I think it does. I think so.
Is there part of it too that
time implicates development, doesn't it?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I think it does.
Oh.
I think it can. And I'm just wondering, like, do you think that there's an effect of, the fact that we didn't have a draft? I think that also makes a big difference in our era, is that there was no draft for our wars.
Yeah, that probably is a big difference, I guess.
I think that's a huge part of it, because I mean, like, the Vietnam War, a lot of these guys did not have a choice about it. Most of them didn't have a choice about it.
Yeah, almost nobody. I think about that, and I almost make it, I don't know, maybe you're more guilty for, participating in a war now. I don't know. I don't really know. I just know that it's a whole horrible part of society. Like, you got this old motherfucker, white man, standing in Washington and saying, yeah, well, we're going to invade this country. But he's not invading it. He's going to send my son? You fucking kidding me? And maybe it's guys my age that lived through the draft that look at it that way.
Well,
even the guys that are being that are enlisting, I mean, they're enlisting because of a whole bunch of bullshit. They're being told, yeah, you could be a part of something. You could make a difference.
Right. The whole you're doing something good for your
You're
country.
not going to make a difference. You're going to kill a bunch of fucking innocent people.
I remember when military recruiters came to my high school to try to get people to sign up for the Army, and the only thing they talked about was how much money they would give you, like, to go to school, and how much money they give you for enlisting, and it was all about money. And the whole presentation, I remember just being completely shocked that the whole presentation, nobody said anything about the fact that there was a war happening. And they were just like, oh,
so
come
why
on,
didn't
you'll
you
just
go?
do boot camp, and then we'll give you money, and then...
How come you didn't go, Andrea?
Because I didn't want to go to college, so I had no reason to join the Army.
You guys talk about how fucked up Vietnam was, because I don't think it can be said enough how much that war was a absolute fucked up experiment in how far you can push the human psyche.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go back to a second. What your dad was talking about, where you were saying, like,
I gotta run and piss
really
really quick, but I'll be able to hear you guys. But you go.
Yeah,
ahead.
but you were talking about earlier how you didn't really think that you would get there this long. I kind of felt that you were sort of talking about your whole generation there, that, like, you guys all kind of had this perspective of, like, holy shit, the world's coming to an end and everything is totally fucked. Like,
no, but we weren't coming to an end. It's just like, hey, you're gonna have to go somewhere where you don't understand the people. You're not digging it. You're in a jungle, and you're gonna shoot a bunch of people that you don't really have any fucking bad vibes for or anything. Sure. It was just. And you were going to be forced to do it. And there were ways around it. I really didn't have much. Once I got older, I realized that if I'm getting drafted, I'm just going to go in and enlist in the Air Force and play in the band.
Yeah.
So I I figured I was fucking covered.
Yeah, well, that would be the way to do it.
But there were so many people that weren't.
Yeah.
It was just awful. And then to find out it was a whole lie, the basis of it never even happened.
Yeah, they just made it up.
So I look at these young guys now that enlist. They got good intentions. They don't want to. They're not trying to. They're not enlisting to make the world a worse place.
Right.
What they don't realize is that they're not making it a better place.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about soldiers?
Soldiers.
We are talking about soldiers.
All right.
Soldiers.
Let's get down to the raw nitty-gritty of this conversation. I disagree. I think that every human being in a civilized nation at this point has full access to the knowledge and education for free, as long as you can get to internet or something, or be a halfway perceptive person.
And can read.
I don't, or could read. You could go to the library, whatever you got to do.
So
I don't
think
that,
now you've stated the obvious.
Stop.
So,
Hold on. Wait, I haven't gotten there yet. I don't think there's.
No, I think you had.
I don't think there's any reasonable. I don't think there's any plausible deniability for a soldier to go like, well, I'm just following orders. No, you've got every opportunity to understand that your country is not operating in a noble fashion.
You know what,
overseas.
David?
There's no
nobility.
I
really respect your position, but just the fact that a person is a soldier in a we only we've got it totally you're there's no draft. If you're a soldier, you're part of a very corrupt system.
Right. You didn't let me finish my point. My point was to say that there's nothing respectable about being a soldier, is what I'm saying. And there's no,
right.
I don't have any respect for you if you're an 18-year-old kid and you're that fucking stupid at this point to believe that you're going to go fight the good fight at the behest of our government.
Oh, I get you. With all the information we have at hand.
Yep.
That's my point. It's like there's no such thing.
Right.
I have zero.
I agree with you.
I have zero respect for soldiers. Zero. I don't give a shit.
Negative.
No. Yeah. And guess what? If I said that in certain situations, in certain bars or whatever, guess what? They would fucking try to kill me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely try to kill me.
They would all turn into demons.
I don't know if they would try to kill you, but if they wanted to, they would kill you.
Well, here's I'm gonna here's an old I'm gonna do a twist on an old Ron White bit, and I'd say I don't know how many of them it would take to kill me, but I know how many they'd use.
Yeah.
Ron White was in some bar situation. He said, I don't know how many of them it would take to kick my ass, but I knew how many they were going to use.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100%. But, doesn't it always come down to education? Doesn't it always come down to how we teach our kids?
Yeah, that's true.
Or does it? I mean, you guys came out of my generation. You guys were parented by people from my generation. So, yeah, maybe it speaks well. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know,
Well, as far as education from parenting is concerned, there's definitely something to be said about educating your kids as far as a traditional education sense, but just encouraging them to look into things for themselves is the best thing you can really do. And I think that like society's really rooted against that. Like, no, like have your teachers tell you the things that you need to learn and like.
Well, you know what? Dave? You're hanging around with a couple of kids that
wait, did he call you Dave?
They're not kids; they're grown-ups, but they're people that grew up in my house.
Yeah, he called you Dave.
Yeah, I know.
He's Alan.
And their mom's
Alan,
house.
That's not Dave.
And we basically, chose to tell our kids, learn as much as you can. Don't accept things. Don't, I don't know, I mean, I'm very proud of my kids' intellect.
Me too.
All three of them. They're fucking fantastic intellects. Not one of them has, you know what? And I'm kind of a bad example, but I got more college education than my kids do.
Yeah, not one of us has any college education. Do
None. I did half a semester.
Holy shit, we suck. Wow.
Yeah. Well, Katie did a lot, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, look where it got her.
Hey, I don't care about that. It's like your brain doesn't grow because you're in I mean, I'm telling you, when I was at the conservatory, that was like the most stagnant period of my life. I never learned shit. My dad, I could say to my dad, what's the Neapolitan 6? And he would tell me. I didn't learn shit from the conservatory. This is very pleasant. Very pleasant. Goodbye.
Oh, that was as good of an end as any other would have been. Yeah, I gotta go too. Also, I have to pee. Just so everyone out there knows.
Fuck y'all.
I'm having a cigarette.
Fuck y'all.